Jesus exists,
Existence.
the existence of Jesus. Okay,
Yes.
so you said to us
Yes.
that
Yes.
Jesus,
Yes.
his enemies had
Yes.
written about him.
Yes.
Right? So I was asking you to please name two of Jesus's enemies that wrote about him.
Yes. The Romans were against Jesus.
Okay, no, you said they wrote about him. What did the Romans write about Jesus? He's gone again.
No, I'm listening to you. You said, what did they write about Jesus?
Yes, what did they write about Jesus?
I'm going to keep the same bet I had yesterday.
No, I just got
Did I say anything? I didn't say anything. I've been keeping
No, I didn't say you said anything. I don't think we're going where you think we're going.
We'll see.
I don't think.
Okay, there's a Roman book that's called
we are going.
the Tacitus. Listen to me.
You say what
He
now?
went the other way. He went the other way. He went with
There's a
Tacitus.
Roman record.
The Roman record.
I said Tacitus.
Can you tell us that Roman record?
So guys, listen. He said the enemies of Jesus wrote about Jesus, and this is how we know one of the reasons why Jesus existed.
Okay.
Now he's
Yeah.
talking about, I think
Yeah,
it's Tacitus.
He
Did you say
might-
Tacitus?
He didn't say
Yes.
anything yet. Oh, Tacitus, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're going to quote from one person, one only person.
So that,
Anyway, but which is okay.
What
but
is
that's
it?
not
You
Roman.
say I'm going to quote from this. This is literally an enemy of Jesus. Like,
Yeah, but together,
he disliked Jesus' teaching.
Tacitus was an enemy of Jesus.
Right.
He disliked
No,
Jesus.
he wasn't.
Let him read the
Talking
text.
about to get the land. He's literally Googling it right now.
I know.
He's a Roman historian that dislikes Christians.
Wait, but
This
hold
is
on.
ridiculous.
Can I say
He's a Roman historian.
Tacitus, hold on. Tacitus and Jesus did not exist at the same time, about the same time, right? 80s cats, am I right?
Not even close.
They didn't exist during the same period.
Not even close.
So how can someone who comes later just decide to start picking a fight with somebody from that? How can he be his enemy? Make it make sense.
Together, I'm going to be nice. First off, you're off the app, so we can't hear you.
Who, me?
No, him. I'm
Okay.
telling him when he's off the app, we
Guys.
cannot hear you.
Guys,
What is it?
I've got
He's doing
wait, let
research,
me just make a disclaimer. I've got toothache, so I'm going to be I'll shut my mouth for most of it today, because unless you are a pastor, a healer, and you can heal me over the phone, honestly, I would be very happy if you can heal me. Together land, what's this noise in your background? I'm not
Together,
ignoring that at all. As much as I want to talk to you, move away from that television or something.
Together, I'm going to be.
Perfect.
Catholic Clutter is here as well. Catholic Clutter, I think, is a Christian.
Oh, I know.
I do want to suggest something to Together real fast. Together, I'm going to highly suggest, before you say another word, to actually read the passage that you're trying to reference before you say anything more. Because I'm going to try to. I'm being nice today. I feel nice. I feel very nice. I had
Are you good?
I had
That's
a
feeling
good.
good?
I had a good morning. I had a good afternoon. I feel good.
That's
So I'm being
good.
good. I'm being nice.
Yeah. So wait,
And I finally-
so we have British cats today.
We have British Cats.
Oh,
And British Cats is trying to be extremely nice.
oh,
together. This is going to be something. If you're just learning about it and just looking it up, you're going to have problems. I'm going to warn you now. I'm a historian. I know the text annals that you're talking about. I know the other historians you're going to try to reference. I guarantee you, you have not read them. Please save yourself and don't go down this path. Please, I'm being nice.
The advice I'm going to give these God believers is this: we are live every evening. We come on live. The live stream is running practically every day.
Mhm.
During the day, read your Bible, do your research, make your notes, and then come and challenge us. Don't come up on the live stream and then start trying to research the things that you want to use in your argument. Where that lady yesterday, she didn't even know what she was talking about, but she was, as the live was going on, she was researching and arguing. Meanwhile, she hadn't even read the thing. Yeah.
Do you remember the one that said, this was on your live stream now, I should give evidence for what I was quoting from the Bible.
Yes, her friend is the one that was doing the research, because when she was up, she requested I bring up her friend, and she was writing in the comments that her friend was going to cook us. Yet her friend was researching as she's on the live stream.
They'd never even heard that particular passage that they use. These believers will come here and they hammer that particular verse on atheists. A fool says in his heart there is no God. A fool says in his heart there is no God. We had two Christians that didn't even know the thing existed in the Bible.
It's so sad.
So,
and then we had. Were you there when Jack caused that drama on my live stream yesterday? Jack, he invited his fellow friend, and then the parent or guardian or whoever, the older adult.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's like,
it literally said, "Why do Christians force their beliefs?" Something like that on the thing. And what is she doing?
The thing just went left.
I told Jack he's banned. I don't want to see him on my panel. Jack.
Since together is away, did you want to move on to Catholic?
I think it's better to move on to Catholic, because together is not.
Let's move on. Hello, Catholic.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Catholic, lots. Catholic, lots.
No, you just call Catholic. It's okay. Just call
Catholic. Hello, Catholic.
Sorry. Can I ask something? Is it normal to not oil the hinges on the doors? Just take Just take your cooking oil, take your palm oil, whatever oil you have, and just oil the hinges of your doors. Guys,
I thought it was actual construction work going on.
No, it was together land, and I've seen it on other live streams as well. The doors will be creaking, and the smoke alarms need to have the batteries changed.
The smoke alarms, those ones irritate me.
Please.
Hey Patrick, just so you know, Islam is stupid too. Now you can take it seriously. But back to Catholics.
You, Patrick, you can never condemn Islam the way you are. You can never do it. We can do it. We've got bigger balls than you. But sorry, Catholic, please go ahead.
Thank you. Our general was here when I was watching the live. I really love watching atheists engage with religious people. What triggered me here was the little conflicting theology and then science, which is what generally brought me up here, because the host says something like there are some stories in the Bible that you generally can't, you have to throw them away. And then I think the moderator here named one of the stories like a talking donkey, which is one thing that found me a lot, because I generally believe that if you're an atheist, but then you understand the full concept of God, then you won't think that story should be something that be thrown away because it doesn't make sense to you.
Okay, how about we throw away? Sorry, go ahead, Vessel.
Thank you, Kat. Catholic, have you watched the movie Shrek?
Yeah, I watched the movie.
Do you think it's a fairy tale?
The fairy tale related to what?
It's a children's story. It's a fairy tale.
Okay, you decided it's a fairy tale. Then
I didn't
what is
decide
the
it's a
argument
fairy
for
tale.
that?
It is a fairy tale. I didn't decide it's a fairy tale. In fairy tales, you have
Right.
talking animals, talking objects that are
Okay.
talking inanimate objects, right? In Shrek, they also have a talking donkey, just like they do in the Bible. Have you ever
Well,
seen?
let's see. You see?
Have you ever seen a talking donkey?
No, but then I like the way you use that
Where
argument
do you
because I'm
see?
going to
Where
use
do you
it
hear?
against
Where
you.
do you hear about
Chill.
talking donkeys, Catholic?
In Shrek, because
And in
the
the
writer of the
Bible.
book said,
In Shrek
Chill,
and in the
chill.
Bible, talking donkeys are only
Let me-
found in books. They're not found in real life.
Well, I like the fact that you use that argument because it's going to go back on you. You know, the donkey could not originally talk, right? And check. Someone had to cause it to talk, which means that the donkey talking is not something logical. But when someone caused it to talk, it then talk, right? So if God is all powerful, then yeah, he can cause a donkey to start speaking
In a
and it
book.
will speak.
Catholic, in a book.
So now,
Your God,
you see what I was saying? You are just
your God, listen, Catholic, your God caused a donkey to talk in a book. Your same God is found in the same book. In Shrek, it was magic. I don't know who, fairy godmother, whoever.
He
makes
didn't. The
the
donkey
donkey
just.
talk.
Does
the
anyone
donkey
here
talked-
understand what
donkey
she's
talked-
saying?
Donkey
Hold
just
on.
talked in the beginning.
Hold on, please. Your God is literally the fairy godmother that waved a wand and made the donkey talk, made the snake
How
talk,
does that
made the
even
burning bush
disprove my
talk.
argument?
I asked you, have you seen a talking donkey in real life? Have you heard
I
of
don't
a
have
talking
to.
donkey in real life? The only place you hear of a talking donkey is in books, fairy tale books.
Well, I don't have to see something for it to be true.
Okay.
I don't know your argument, Pierre, but please, can anyone on the panel understand that
The
argument with
only
mine?
thing
No,
is, if
I
you've
understand.
never
Listen.
seen a talking donkey in real
You
life
see?
and only read about it in a book, that means it is a fairy tale. It is not real. Until you've seen a talking
Oh my God.
donkey or heard
Please,
someone
the
or
other
heard someone
guy.
tell you that in Iraq there's a talking donkey, or in
Oh my.
Jerusalem there's a talking donkey that you can come and see talking, then we can perhaps entertain your idea that the God made the donkey talk.
Okay,
I'm sure in your
your
village,
logic is
you've
flawed.
plenty-
No, no,
I'm sure in
Catholic.
your village you have
Catholic.
plenty donkeys. I'm sure in your neighborhood you have plenty cats,
Hello.
plenty dogs. Why is it that your God can never use any of these animals to give them a message to come and give to you?
Mhm.
Why?
So, Catholic,
I was just.
Catholic,
Yeah.
the bottom line of what she is saying is your Bible is not a historical account. It's not a historical book. Instead,
Oh my
it
God.
is a book of stories, a book of fairy tales. A lot of stories in the Bible. There's no evidence that they ever happened. A lot of characters in the Bible that there is no evidence that they even existed. So,
I want
yeah.
to try something slightly
So,
different.
atheist, wait, you atheist card. Let me ask you a question. You said you studied historian, so let me ask you a genuine question.
You studied
Is the Bible
historian?
a fairy tale or
Catholic. You said, did you say
No,
he
I'm
studied
talking to
historian? No, did you say he studied historian?
I'm talking to atheists. You were saying
Did
something that
you
he studied a lot of the
say-
historians
I
that
know.
Christians trying
No,
to go.
did the words out of your mouth, did you say you studied historian?
No, I'm asking atheists. He said he studied historians. So I
I'm
was
a
directing a
historian.
question to
This
him.
is what I'm saying. He studied historians.
Yeah, so let me ask the question.
Okay, atheist guys,
Mm.
apparently you studied historians. Okay.
No, I kind of do.
So atheist
kind of,
card,
right?
let me ask you a question,
Yes,
which from philosophy and religion, you give me an answer. Is the Bible a fairy tale or a book with that is a historical book that has a lot of mysterious and most like mystical things in it. Is the Bible a fairy tale or a historical book that has a lot of mysteries and historical things in it?
He studied history, not historians.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
he is supposed to
this-
understand that question in philosophy and religion.
Oh no, I understand your question. Here's the problem. From what you asked, the book would be considered a fairy tale. And I will explain why. For you to make the claim that it's historical, there has to be evidence for the event outside of the Bible itself. So we could take, I usually go with an easy one, Exodus. The mass leaving of Jewish slaves out of Egypt. With the plagues and everything, part in the Red Sea, army devastated, all that stuff. There's no historical evidence of this event happening.
Well, if you actually study history, you should have understood that nothing
Yeah,
leaves
no,
Egypt,
I'm saying-
Alexandria.
See, have you heard the Noah Neal?
Guys, hey,
Yeah,
don't tell me about my
wait, who
conversation.
is this? Who is
Stop.
this?
I got this. Stop.
If you study really history, you are supposed to know that nothing leaves Egypt,
Catholic, I'm
right?
going to stop you for a moment. I don't know if you was here a little bit earlier, but I did say I was being nice. I was being British cats. You starting off with the statement, if you studied history, is going to change that British into an American colony real fast. Now,
That's
my
supposed to
degrees,
know.
because I'm about to go off on you if you try that again. I am a
It doesn't
historian.
harm me,
Degree-
actually.
stop.
Come on
My
now,
degrees in
Catholic.
history.
Come on. Let him
did-
speak.
I am a historian.
Like,
My
I don't
degrees are
like the
history.
way he's
I-
threatening me. You don't threaten me. Don't act as if you're some kind of goofy threatening dude, man.
Oh,
So
man,
don't behave like an idiot. The guy told you that he is a historian, and you come up here and say, if you studied history. Don't
No,
do
if you-
that.
If you
don't
studied
get it-
historians,
Oh,
No,
yes,
we'll
if you
play that
studied
game.
historians.
You know what? I am currently not going to be British cast. I'm not going to be all the way American cast, but I'll be like on the route. I'll be
No,
main
okay,
power
let's
cast.
let's do this. Let's do this. Let us just stick to the conversation.
Oh, I will.
All the other bits are just not
Okay,
necessary.
yeah. No, I will. Except I'm going to turn it up with academics to 11.
Okay.
Okay, great, Catholic. Let's talk about the Exodus. Who is the Pharaoh in Exodus?
Not mentioned by name.
Correct. Who do you think might be the Pharaoh based on the pharaohs and the information we have of each of the dynasties?
I don't know.
Cool. So that's a problem. Could you tell me a time period in Egyptian history where the river of the Nile ran red?
No, I
Could
don't
you
know.
give me a time period in history where the firstborn of Egypt all unalived?
The same thing, I don't know.
Could you give me a time period in history of Egyptian history where most of the army was drowned in the Red Sea?
Yeah, still, I don't know.
Could you give me a time period in history where Egypt was devastated
Okay,
by plagues? And I'm
like I
"Oh, I'm
definitely
sorry, I'm still
told you,
speaking.
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. Did I stop speaking? No, I didn't. Can you give me a time period in history where the plagues happened, the unaliving happened, the army happened, and the armies of the nations around them who traded with them and would have known about this event, either A, recorded it, or B, took advantage of it? Because, again, the Nile is a highway of this time period. It is a vast resource. And anybody who owns it, anybody who controls the Nile will become very powerful and very rich. It's one of the reasons why Egypt became such a powerful nation, an empire. So could you tell me when this empire was so
Egypt was not
devastated?
powerful because of the Nile. Egypt was not
Oh,
powerful
yes, it was.
because of the Nile.
Oh, yes, it was.
I didn't say Egypt was powerful because of the Nile.
They were
And
powerful
just because I
of the
say I
Nile.
don't know, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Understand the difference between I don't know and I don't.
Oh,
For me, I don't
The
have the
problem
knowledge
is
right now.
Catholic. I thought if you had studied history, then you would have looked at the information and known there's no time period in history that this event happened in Egypt.
Yeah, the
Not
history I
just from
study shows
Egypt,
that.
not only just from Egyptian people speaking, but from the nations around them. None of them mentioned it either. Not a single
Well,
one
the
of them.
history I studied actually shows otherwise. That
Really?
Egypt
What
never
history
wrote
did you
down
study? What's your
any of
primary
their
source?
defeats.
Great.
See,
What's your
The history that I
Catholic,
study,
what's
I
your
didn't even
primary
ask you
source?
about your source.
Catholic.
The
What's your
primary
primary
source
source?
is Egypt never wrote down any of their defeat. They only
Yes, they
write their
did.
victories.
Oh, yes, they did. Egypt did talk about the defeats, but we don't even have to go about Egypt. Even if Egypt never did.
We'll talk
could-
about. Show me
wait a
any
minute,
defeats
hold
in
on. Hey, Catholic, I'm
Alexandria.
still speaking.
Please,
Not
gentlemen,
only,
gentlemen, please, just I will ask, please, let's not talk over each other. We are
Okay.
trying to listen as well.
I will pull it back.
Catholic, please. When Atheist Cats is speaking, just wait. When he's done, you speak,
And I'll do the same.
and vice versa. Please.
Yeah, I'll do the same. So you said you studied your history. Could you cite the sources that shows your claim that this event happened?
First of all, I didn't say I studied history, which is a word you can go back and put the life. I never said. Second of all, I told you I don't know. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. For the knowledge does not belong to me. Third, I gave you a source by saying that Alexandria never depicted any losses from any of their sources, on all they wrote about was victory. So yes, even if any of those things happen, probably they will never write about it because it was a humiliation to them and to the Pharaoh. Since you also gave me a point to the fact that Alexandria back then was the major city, they are never going to write about any of their losses. But if you're going to counter the point, then you give me a point to where Alexandria wrote any war or any humiliation given to any of their pharaohs.
Can I interject?
Wait a minute. No, I got you. Sorry, Vessel. I have you on this one. Please. Okay,
If
go.
they didn't write anything about their losses, their enemies would have written it.
Right, but that's not what I'm about to point out. Why do you keep bringing up Alexandria when we're talking about Egypt? Why do you keep bringing up Alexandria when we're talking about Egypt?
Well, it was Alexandria in Syria.
Is Syria Egypt?
That is why I'm asking. Because
Why are we talking about Alexandria when we're talking about the Exodus? Do you know the story of the Exodus? You don't know what story we're talking about, do you? If you're bringing up Alexandria when we're talking about the Exodus, you are way off. You also did say, according to the history I looked at, yeah, go ahead and go off the app and take a look at your information. The problem is,
yeah, I'm not off the app. It thinks I'm off the app. Oh my.
you went off the app, not me. But you're way off if you're trying to bring up Alexandria. Why were you bringing up Alexandria?
Can you counter my point without asking the question? I just gave it.
Okay,
two
so your
counters.
point,
You
wait,
haven't
so
even-
your point was bringing up Alexandria. Since Alexandria has nothing to do with the information, we can disregard it because it has nothing to do with the Exodus. Second, Bessel was absolutely correct. When you do historical research, you don't just use one point of view. We would not just use the Egyptians, because other nations around them who traded and were also enemies, places like Kush, Greece, Rome, and the like, who did trade with them, would have noted this as well. Because trade equals knowledge.
Weren't the Egyptians very they kept records, didn't they?
Absolutely, we have a direct lineage of every single pharaoh.
They kept really good records. Whether they won, they lost, they kept records.
Yep. Even when they lost, they recorded. But somebody in the chat said this is beneath me. I'm not going to see it this way.
The what, sir?
I said that this conversation was beneath me, saying that
listen,
this guy's not.
Hold on. 80 Cats, please.
Mhm.
Let me respond to that.
Yeah.
Now, we appreciate 80 Cats being here in these circles, right? Because we all come from different walks of life, and the kind of audience that I tend to attract for the most part, and it's deliberate, is people that most of them have hardly ever read the Bible. They have been convinced by their preachers, by their pastors, that the Bible is true, Jesus is true, all that is true. So you're speaking to people that are completely entrenched in that religious beliefs, right? Someone like myself might be speaking to them and they might, what has she got to say? But they tend to listen when it is someone from the outside. They tend to, okay, what's he got to say? And then when you hear that he's a historian, right, it just helps the conversation better. So please, I don't think that there's any conversation that is beneath 80s cats. Oh no, absolutely not.
That was basically what I was going to say. It's not always about the person who's up here. There's 85 people right now on the live.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them might not know this about the Exodus, about the lack of information, about how we do historical research. So just because Catholic there doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't mean somebody can't learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he might learn from it.
Exactly.
We shouldn't sell him short. Let's give him a chance. So Catholic, you can unmute.
Where's Rich?
What?
Rich is Rich there. So Rich.
He's there.
1111. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Did you have anything to say, Rich?
No, it's the same. What he's spouting this stuff like it's historical, and it's just not. There's nothing there. There's extra biblically. There's nothing on Jesus Christ, basically.
Not even
Extra
Jesus Christ,
biblically.
we're just talking about the Exodus.
Oh,
And that's not what we're
in
talking
the
about.
Exodus too. Even the Exodus, there's nothing
Right.
archaeological. There's no. If you had 1 million people leave Egypt, that would have been almost 1/5 of their population, which would have destroyed their empire. The empire was only 4 to 5 million people at the time.
Yeah, I wasn't even touching that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Just little bits and pieces.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
these people want you to believe that women and children, right, were in the desert. They left Egypt, walked all the way, and were in that the desert, or walking for 40 years. Women and children.
So they had a couple of generations out there too born.
Yeah.
Right. There's no there's no graves. If you have 1 million people in a desert exposed to the weather, how many graves would there have been? There's no graves, there's no latrines, there's no fire pit. Oh yeah, they were eating the manna. I forgot about that. But there was yeah. So there is nothing. In fact, from that time period, they have found settlements of 200 to 300 people, the largest settlements.
Okay. It comes down to the main question was what Bessel talking about how there's stories in the Bible that can be thrown out because there's no evidence these things happen. I've given you one where you were saying the donkey could talk because God could make it talk. Nobody around to see it happen except for the story, whatever. This isn't that. This would be something that would be historically recorded with evidence behind it. And there is none.
Well, that shows that you were not listening. You were waiting for a reply because that is not what I said.
What did you say?
I was saying that many people conflict the power of God. Even though they are atheists, they do not really understand the theology of God, right? If there is a God that exists out there who is all powerful, who is all powerful,
let him land his sentence then.
I'm not saying this as a religious person. I'm just saying, right, if you understand the theology of God, according to Thomas Aquinas, right, then yes, a God can command a donkey to speak. This is not something that you have to be religious to believe. This is not something you have to be religious to accept. If a God exists out there that is all powerful, then yes, a donkey can talk because the God will not follow logic, but the God will define logic. That is what I was saying.
Cool. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Except that's not what our conversation was about. So I'm going to pull it back to our conversation. I'm pulling it back to our conversation.
That was the first thing I brought here.
Yes.
I don't know why
and then what I
that
did,
was the first thing I brought here.
Catholic. And then what I did after she was talking about the historical evidence of it, what I did was pull an event in the Bible that there should be historical evidence for, but there isn't. Should we accept that event as happening?
Oh man, listen, I don't know what you are talking about, but between me and her, she was
I
bringing
am
up the
talking
story
to
of
you
the
right
donkey
now.
in
You
the
are
comment
talking to
section,
me.
and that was what I was
You
replying
are
to.
talking
I don't know what
to
you're saying,
me.
man.
Guys, 1 second. So you were saying something about if you understand the theology of God, God can cause a donkey to talk. Yeah. So when you say this,
Yeah, do you disagree with that?
you hold on. You say this because you think that God has all these powers, he can do whatever he wants. But do you stop?
No,
Do you
no.
no, please let me finish. Do you stop for a minute and think about that donkey? Do you think for 1 second that that donkey felt like speaking? Do you think for 1 second that this donkey free will, right? You talk about free will. You think that the donkey woke up that morning and this donkey, today you're going to be speaking in English. What about these animals though? What about this? When you give all this, you make your God so powerful, he can do whatever he wants. For example, look at the Bible. In the Bible, it says God provided the fish that swallowed Jonah for 3 days. The fish was minding its business, just going about its own thing. God says, no, I need you to come and swallow a human for me.
Right.
Right? God circumvents the at some point
God is an author of
God
life,
is a
right?
user. Your God is a
No.
user. He uses whatever is available.
Wait,
Animals, he uses
with
them.
my concept of God, God caused life and God is the creator of life, right? If God uses animals, I don't think if the animals are not complaining, then why are you? The animals never had any historical record about them complaining. Why are you complaining?
How will a donkey
Did they
complain?
That's a
complain?
silly ass statement.
How will a donkey
Wait.
complain?
No,
Wait,
it's
wait,
not.
Afro,
did you
Imagine a
logic
God
out
using his
for a
own
moment?
Wait.
creation and you are complaining about it. Did the donkey complain?
Afro, did you see the tablets from the donkeys that the donkeys wrote about this? There were some tablets they wrote about.
Could I
the story of
kindly
the
use
donkey.
his logic against him for a moment?
Yes.
Sure, Catholic.
Against me, right?
Quick question.
But then
Yeah,
if I
quick
use it
que- no,
against
no,
you, he doesn't know
It's
what he's saying.
good. Hey, I haven't answered my question.
Wait, first of all, you then
I haven't
before
said
you use
anything.
my
You
logic
can-
against me,
no.
you
I'm
then
using
have
your
to
logic against you.
to
Good, stop.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you then have to
No,
concede to my point that can the
let's
God
not do
logically
this.
cause
Please,
the
let's
donkey
not
to
do
speak?
this. Please, let's just speak. Let's not speak over each other. Please, we're trying to listen. I beg you.
So your logic is the God in the Bible, and that worldview can do anything. So it's true. So you're going to tell me then that Odin destroyed all the frost giants, right?
Hmm?
Odin, Norse god, destroyed all the ice giants. That is why there's no ice giants anymore. That is correct, right? Because Odin can do anything in his story, right? That's the logic you're using.
I don't understand that myself.
He is saying that the reason why the talking
Yeah,
about
bro,
that big
you should
deal
better
is
make
that his
sense
God can do
because
anything.
you should better make sense. You should better make sense because
All right,
you
go
and
on.
I know that Odin is something
Please go
someone
on.
decided
Tell
to
me what
write
you're
Maybe he
about.
doesn't realize who I'm talking about, so I'll make it something simpler. Did Zeus create lightning? Did Zeus create lightning?
Zeus comes from the same particles that are made of lightning. Zeus lives within the same time and processes of the same things that are made of lightning. Zeus is within time, space, and matter. So how does it cause lightning from what? How does it create lightning?
Oh, wow.
I
Is
think
there
you talk
anywhere
faster
that they
than
say
you
that
talk.
Zeus lives outside of time, space, and matter? Is there anywhere that
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
in the
Quick
comics?
question, Catholic. When the Bible does it say God lives outside time, space, and
That
matter?
was going to be my question. Please show us.
John
where
1.
It says God
John
lives
John 1 does not
outside.
say a single thing about it. It's living outside time, space, and matter.
Please, can you
John
tell
1
us?
says anything that you see, anything that is created that is visible and invisible, right? It gives a distinction that without Christ, those things were not created. So if God caused all of these things to be created, then he needs to live outside of those things. It's
No,
simple logic.
stop.
No,
And I
no.
asked you directly, where in the Bible does it say he is outside time and space? Not a single verse says that.
If anything,
Bro, you're asking
if
for a
anything,
verbatim
one
word.
second,
It's not a good
Catholic.
argument.
If
Catholic,
anything, when we
It's not a
find
good
it,
one
argument.
second, one second. If anything, the Bible shows this God to be very much within space and time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we hear him. The people heard him speak. Some people saw him. Some people ate and drank with the God. God came down, was fellowshipping with Adam and Eve, right? So this God is very much within space and time. So if you are saying that he's not within, if you're saying he's not within space and time, then you would need to back this up. You would need to show us where.
With scripture.
Very simple. Listen to my argument again. I didn't say that God can't.
It up. You are making it up.
Afro,
No,
I just wanted to say that if
I
this is
didn't
God,
say that
if
God-
God can do something, right? He says that God can do anything. The God chooses to let a donkey talk instead of giving the Christians in Nigeria constant electricity.
Okay.
How sad is that?
A donkey that didn't want to
No,
talk.
how perfectly that you wish.
talking.
It's so sad, Afro. Basic human rights.
It's so sad. According to who said it was
Basic
sad?
human rights.
Animal rights. Simple.
Electricity.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Vessel. He's saying who says it's wrong. Let's tweak it slightly.
No,
Hey,
wait.
Catholic.
Can I just say, please, before you carry on, please, we're not going to pretend there are no animal rights, huh?
Right.
Because your country does not, there are places where, look, animals have rights. They try, they fight for animals.
Why I want to ask Catholic is real simple. I'm going to take what Vessel said and tweak it ever so slightly. God can make a donkey talk, but God can't stop your organization from abusing children. And then those who are chosen, supposedly chosen by God, moving them around to hide them.
I will give a shout out.
Moving them to Africa.
Possession, and God does not cause the people to molest children. And second of all, there are so many report cases of everybody, everywhere, in every country about
Your God
children.
commanded
So
for
why do
Wow.
you find those
Wait a minute,
ones
wait a
only
minute.
bad? Chill,
Wait a
chill,
minute,
man,
Can
you
chill,
guys
man,
let
chill.
him? Please let
Why
him
do you
finish.
find those
Please let
ones
him finish.
judgmental?
Please let him finish.
Please let him finish. Could you repeat that last
Why
part,
do you
please,
find-
for everyone? No, Catholic, I'm asking you, please
Then
repeat
why
that
do
last
you
part for
find
everyone.
that is the last part?
No, before
That is the
that.
last part. I said, what do you
Before
find?
that,
I said in every country.
keep going.
You will not be rewinding me if you heard
No,
something.
because they were
Oh, I'll
talking
say it.
over you. Hold on. They were
I'll say
talking.
it.
See, listen, they were talking over you. And we want to hear what you said. This is why he's asking you to rewind, please.
Then they should chill.
Okay.
Chill.
All right. Now,
All
please tell us
right.
what you
So I
said.
started off with foreknowledge does not equal causation, right? And secondly, God do not cause these people to go on molest kids. Thirdly, there is report cases of everybody in every country, right? This is a consensus done. That is not just in a single organization of a Catholic Church, but you find it, the only one you find it worthy to talk about is the Catholic Church priest that does this, which is approximately in the high number of thousands, right? But I'm not justifying this. I'm not
He's
justifying this,
defending
which I
a
find is really
church.
bad.
Yeah.
He's defending a whole church.
Right?
that
The only
abuses
reason
children.
why
A
you
church
find
where
it
children
is
are
you're not there
supposed to
talking
be
about me.
safe.
You asked me to rewind again.
That's so please.
Children are supposed to be safe in those churches.
Yes.
And it's not
please,
just the children, Afro,
Now
even
you
the
think that
nuns.
children
I
are supposed to
The
be
nuns
safe
are
in
not
church.
safe
Your
there.
logic is funny.
Just let him.
They're
Let him
predators, those priests. credit
So
him all of them.
can we let him? I really want to hear what he's
I
saying.
thought he had finished speaking because he was quiet when I started speaking.
Okay, please, I need to hear what he's saying. Yeah, please. I mean, when next he speaks, I want to really hear you. Okay, so Mr. Catholic, so how many years have you been a Catholic member, if you don't mind?
20 years since
How
I
many?
was born. 20 years since I was born.
Since you were born, eh?
Yeah, born Catholic.
So how do you know that the Catholic Church is the one true way to worship and follow this
Apostolic
God?
Succession.
Sorry,
Apostolic Succession.
what does that mean?
Apostolic Succession.
Hey, I don't understand it. Can you?
Continuous lineage from the apostles.
How does that have anything to do with Catholicism?
Oh my God. Because from the apostles, continued from the apostles to today. That is something you can just do your research on. Do you even know when the word Catholic came into Christianity?
No, I'm asking, how do you know that the Catholic Church is the one true way to worship and to serve or to, follow this God?
Okay. When Christianity started, they were called the Way. So during the line, some African church fathers decided to give this quote and said, wherever there is a Catholic, there is the Catholic Church, there is Jesus Christ. So the Catholic Church was used, I think, in 110 AD. So then the word the Catholic Church came together, which means universal. Then from that lineage, that was from the apostles, from Peter, all the way down to those people till today. And that is how it continued. That is why I said apostolic succession.
So how does that determine that this is the one true way to worship God?
Oh, it determines because Jesus Christ gave the authority to Peter. We can find that in Acts. That authority is what is needed and not just what you feel right in doing.
So you're saying that Peter started the Catholic Church?
Jesus started the Catholic Church. He built the Catholic Church on Peter.
Sorry, he built. Jesus built? Huh?
Yeah, the same way he
Well, I mean, it was a
destroyed the temple
carpenter.
and built it in 3 days.
Jesus built what? Hello, if I
Yeah, he was a carpenter.
No, who was a carpenter?
Ma'am, I don't mean in the physical way of laying blocks and building a church. He gave the authority. When I say that, meaning he gave Peter the authority to do everything.
No, but Jesus wasn't so much focused on building a church or starting a church. That was not his.
Yeah, he
his
was. He
prerogative.
was.
No, he was. No, he wasn't.
He
Jesus was
was.
not after building of churches, starting church.
Do you even know the meaning of Peter? Do you know why he gave the name to Peter in the first place?
No, I don't know. So he was one that
Yeah,
named
Peter means little rock.
So what?
Yeah, he was the one that gave the name Peter.
So
Yeah,
so
the
what?
name-
So
the
what?
name is
Peter
rock,
means
and he said-
little rock.
Are you
Yeah,
saying
on
that
you,
didn't happen,
and you,
eh?
I will build my church.
No, wait,
Quick
I don't
question.
understand. Somebody is
Yeah,
called
quick
Little Rock. What's that supposed to do with building of church and all these things?
I'm actually more curious,
Oh
who
my
wrote
God.
this? Who wrote that Jesus did this?
John.
John. Except we don't know who wrote John.
So do
So
you know
how
who
do we
wrote John?
know this happened?
Do you know? I asked the question. Do you know who wrote John?
No one does. It's anonymous.
Do you know? I'm asking you. Do
Which
you
part
know?
of we don't, it's anonymous, did you
Oh
get?
my God, he's literally
He
not
just
gonna
said
answer.
to
Do
you.
you know
He
who wrote
just
John?
said no one knows.
It's
That is an open
anonymous.
statement. I can say I know. I can say I know.
No
The
one
church
knows.
said it's
No
John.
one knows. The names of the
The church
gospel, the
said
gospel
it's John.
authorship wasn't given until 126 CE.
Thank
They're
God I'm Catholic
anonymous.
because first of
Yeah,
all,
the
I'm
book is
Catholic.
the
I
book.
go
The
with
book is
tradition, and
attributed
before
to John. It doesn't mean that John wrote it. They've just put a name,
So who wrote
attached
it?
the name to this book. No one knows.
Just who wrote it? Like you're
No one
saying, who
knows.
wrote it
No
then?
one knows.
So who now wrote it and gave it to John? Because you can't just say, "Oh, nobody wrote it," and then
Kindly
it
go and
actually just
ask your
came.
church fathers. You go and ask them.
Oh my
Because
God!
they gave authorship in 126 CE.
That's a very good response, Afro, because the thing is, when you go and ask them, they won't lie to you. They will tell you exactly what happened. It's like your conversation with that Church of England person. They didn't lie to you. They told you. Go and ask. Go and inquire in your church, right? Because the history doesn't lie.
It doesn't. But then when you deny something that you yourself can't tell, it's like someone that say, "Oh, I don't know this, but I will
Even
not
your
say it is you
priest
that did
doesn't
it."
know. Your priest doesn't know. Nobody knows. These were written by anonymous people. They kept them anonymous for a reason. The reason was to attribute them to John.
Why? What is even your proof of this point?
Because
What
it
is your
all
argument? Where
one
did you get
big
this from?
lie. It is one big lie.
Where? Give me proof
Religion
of what
is
you're
used to
saying.
control people. It's used to control politics. It's used to control the finances. It's used to control children, right?
So for
This
the first 300 years
all a lie.
of fishermen, for the first 300 years of Christianity, where village men, fishermen were getting burnt by using as candle to be burnt alive because they believe and
They
knew the
weren't.
gospel.
They
They were
weren't.
doing it all in the name
They
of
were
politics
not.
and power.
Actually,
Are you even
Catholic,
for
they
real?
weren't. Catholic, that wasn't happening. The idea of a mass.
Okay, Nero didn't do that. Nero
Catholic,
didn't
actually,
do that.
if you listen, I'll tell you.
Well.
I'll tell you. That 300 time period thing is a lie. During the entire 300 time period that you're referencing, there's only 3 times ever that Christians were persecuted for a total of 10 years between the 3 edicts. That's it.
Can I say something here?
Please.
Did you just say Nero didn't? Okay, so what was the reason behind the persecution?
Catholic, 1 second, please. Whenever these believers come along and tell us, "Oh, but people died for this belief," yeah, he said they were burnt, but fishermen burnt alive or cooked alive. I don't know which one. Now, I want you to look at this from the perspective of someone who doesn't believe. You are telling us that some people had to die just for beliefs. This Jesus came down, brought a belief system that means that these people have to go and unalive themselves for your beliefs. If you think that that's somehow a good thing, I don't know where your head is at. How is that a good thing? Hold on, please, hold on. Especially if this God does not exist. What a waste of life. What a waste.
Then that is what actually make
that means that
Christianity more fame, right?
They died for a very senseless, a very senseless death. These were people's husbands, people's fathers, people's sons, people's, just died because one man came and told them he is sent from God. It's evil to claiming that people die.
First of all, I think you are hitting on the nail point to what makes the gospel credible again. Because you, as we are standing now, if I point a gun at you and I say the earth is flat, or you die, even though you know fully well that the earth is round, that is not sure dying for you. Said it's flat, right? So now what makes it more credible is why are the people not refusing to deny it? Or the easy way was don't do this and you will not get to torture you. But then they knew what I was saying. Now, how do you believe something that you don't actually never seen because someone told you, and then you are willing to sacrifice yourself for it? Not just one person, but numerous people.
Tell me 1 second.
Yeah, atheists.
1 second, please.
You can say it is just 10 years,
Hold
but
on.
10 years is a lot.
Hold on, please. Catholics, okay. Stephen in the Bible, right? They chopped off his head for your belief, this particular belief of yours. Where is Stephen right now?
Yeah,
Where is Stephen right now?
Am I a final judgment of God? I'm not a final judgment of God. I can't decide where he is for sure.
No, but so what happened to Stephen after his life was taken from him, cut short because of his beliefs? So,
Like I just said, I'm not a final judgment for God. I don't decide where anybody goes. That is the core doctrine of the Catholic Church. I can't tell you whether he's in heaven or where, or is that the answer you're looking for? I can't.
so you
just
have
give you that
you
answer.
have you have no idea where the man has gone. Now,
Yes.
think about him. What's his name? Stephen, giving himself up for something that he's not even sure about. Huh? He was very convinced.
Ma'am, do
Convinced
you
of
even
what?
understand what I
Can you
said?
let me finish speaking? Convinced about what? Where's he going? Wouldn't it have been better to stay alive? Stay alive and just, yeah. What kind of belief tells you must unalive yourself for something that it's not even there? There's nothing. You're not guaranteed anything. Guys, please be careful all these beliefs.
That is
Unalive
Stephen, and you
yourself.
don't know what he saw.
Part of the
You
I
don't know
problem.
don't
what
care.
Stephen
I don't
saw.
care what he saw. I don't care
Yeah,
what he
probably you
saw.
know Stephen.
Part
I
of the
don't
problem.
care
right
what
now.
he
You are not
saw.
Stephen. I don't know what you saw that made you an atheist. Just because I find it doesn't make sense, that doesn't mean that what you saw was useless, right? Everybody has what they see. That is one thing about religion. It's
saw
always about
nothing.
personal feelings.
You
What
saw
you witness.
nothing.
So because just because what you witness, I can't prove it or I can't disprove it, that doesn't mean that should never happen. What Stephen saw, just because you can't prove it, that doesn't mean it never happened to him. And no matter how you do it, it can never undo what he saw.
Okay.
Maybe he found it worthy.
For the
You
rest
don't
of
find
you
it
all,
worthy.
may what Stephen saw, may it not happen to any of you. Yeah, but for these other people,
Either way,
may what
happen to
Stephen saw, let it happen to you. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So that you can, maybe feel free to have yourself unalived because of what you saw. But for the rest of us, may it never happen to us. So someone's father, someone's friend, someone's fiancé or whatever, someone's daddy waiting for the father to come home, and meanwhile the daddy is there saying, I believe in Jesus, I believe in Jesus, and you unalive yourself.
Either way, life is illusion. Even if you do not sacrifice, it will sacrifice you. So I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Either
prepared?
way, if
Are you
don't
prepared,
sacrifice, it's a
Catholic? Are you prepared to sacrifice your life for Jesus?
I'm prepared for death at any time. Most
Are
certainly.
you? No, you're not answering my question. Are you prepared to sacrifice your life for Jesus?
He didn't ask me to sacrifice.
If he did,
That is actually off question.
if he did, no, it's not
No,
off
he
question.
doesn't. He didn't.
He didn't ask the others to
He
do it either.
didn't.
Wait a minute. He didn't ask the others to do it either, so that's not his excuse.
So if Jesus
He didn't ask me to
required
sacrifice
that you
die
sacrifice
so
your
that
life,
we can live. So if you're asking me if I'm ready
so
to
he
deny
did
my
not.
faith,
So he did
then I'll
not
say
die for
no.
Stephen. He didn't die for Stephen to live. He died for only you to live. But Stephen, uncle,
That was a crucial decision left in the hands of Stephen. Just like a philosopher once said, right?
wow.
A threat of consequences does not remove freedom. So yeah, Stephen had the freedom to say, yeah, I don't believe in Jesus Christ. Let me go. So I don't know the
Actually,
point you're trying
duress
to
does
prove.
remove freedom.
Oh God.
That
What?
great philosopher was wrong. Duress does remove freedom.
Did you just say consequences remove the threat of
No, I
consequences?
said
remove
duress.
freedom?
I said duress.
Duress.
You learned to listen. Also,
Then I said
the claim about martyrdom,
because someone
the
threatened
claim
you
about
with
martyrdom
consequences.
is a very false claim. One, we do not have evidence that the so-called martyrs martyred themselves. The persecutions of Christians happened because there was a scapegoat for these various different groups.
not because of what they believe,
Yeah, I
but
know.
just because that they would treat
Yeah.
as scapegoats. So they wouldn't be martyred for that. They were just simply being used as a political tool. This idea of martyrdom, that they died for
The-
Jesus, has never been proven.
Are you way? So when they were supposed to be model for them, they're supposed to go and write, "Hey, write my name down. I'm going to do this for Jesus." What
How
are
do you
saying,
how
bro?
do you determine if somebody's a martyr?
Well, you tell me because you are not
Do you know what a martyr is?
discrediting the
What's
other
a martyr?
ones.
Hey,
No,
Charles,
I
what's a
don't.
martyr?
Wow, I don't. You please tell me I don't.
So you don't know
Please
what a
tell me.
martyr is, but you want to claim they were.
No. Generally, I don't.
Okay, then we shouldn't be using martyrdom as the argument then, should we?
Oh, I thought so. Because if you knew, then you understand.
Oh, hon, you are not good with the reverse psychology. It doesn't work that way.
I even quoted you. Well, first of all, I quoted and I said,
No, go ahead, Black.
threat of
Maybe you can
consequences.
come up
Threat
with
of
something from it because
consequences does not remove
sad.
freedom. This
Go
is what
ahead,
I
Brian.
said.
You can go ahead and ask him a question.
Okay. Mr. Catholic, I have a question for you. When did Jesus die? And I want you to give me a date. And then after that, my next question is, why does the death date of Jesus change every year?
I don't know a specific day. Should I say first, second, third? I don't know. And second of all, 25th December has always been 25th December. So I don't. Maybe I didn't understand the death.
No,
the birth
I'm
you are
talking about the death. I'm not talking about the birth. The birth date is always constant because they decided on that. Also, on that one of the dates changing, it was also decided by someone. But why is it that he has to have different death dates? Why is it like that?
Because it's supposed to be on Friday, so Fridays changes. Right, so Friday, when the next Friday falls on the particular month, it changes the date. Or it's on Friday that it happened. The reason why it's like that because they want to keep the actual Friday to be there. That is
Okay,
why it's called Good Friday. That is why
okay,
it's called Good
but
Friday.
when you
Yeah,
when you
because
say
Friday,
Friday,
oh my God.
when you say Friday, you are giving a day. I'm talking about a date.
I don't know the date. That is the first answer I give you. But then I give you the reason why it's on Friday. I don't know what you want me to answer again. No, I'm actually hearing myself. Some people will just want you to give an answer to something openly. I don't know the particular date and I won't lie for it, but I know why it's on Friday every month. So
He's not asking you about it being on Friday. Friday doesn't change. Friday will be Friday, the same Friday next week, 7 days later, Friday. But what he's saying is, why does the date change? Next year, the whole Easter period could just be in March instead of April. So why? Why
that is why I gave an answer to that because it has never fallen on another day. And the reason why it's this.
You're talking about Friday. You missed the point altogether.
Yeah.
Hello, Lily.
First of all, I said the particular date. I don't know. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. If I give an answer, I don't know. That means I don't particularly know for now. But I know the reason why it falls on this day. That is the only thing. We can just move on from that question and bring the next one. You don't have to go on debating.
Okay. What I can tell you is when you come in these kinds of platforms, come prepared, go research. If you go and research about why the dates are changing, then you will be answered.
Okay, so when you come to such platforms, do you come prepared?
I came prepared. That's why I'm
So
asking
if
you
I
this
generally
question,
ask you a
because
question, if I generally ask you a question and you don't know, that means that you are just dumb with it and you generally don't know anything. Or if I ask you a question
no,
and you don't know, that means for particular reasons you didn't just study that one.
that's why I gave you a task to go and study on
Yeah,
that,
dude.
so that you can
Sound
understand,
more
so that
smart.
so that next time you can be able to answer such questions.
Well, I didn't come. The debate was not about this, so I don't know why you brought it up in the first place. But well, first, one thing with me, I'm always a honest person. But when you say come prepared, but I asked you when you came, you came prepared. You say yes. I would generally ask you a question. If you think you know about Christianity, then I can ask you a question, and let's see if you came prepared. Yeah, thought so.
So can I ask you, Catholic?
Yeah.
Tell me, in the Catholic Church, right? I don't know much about the Catholic doctrine.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking questions here now. Right. So, what did Jesus come to do on the earth according to Catholics?
Jesus Christ came to mostly the reason for was man was in sin, so he came to take man out of sin
Sorry, you said what?
as a sacrifice.
Jesus, man was in sin.
Yeah, a man needed saving, salvation, so Christ came.
And did sin disappear after he came?
That was not at the purpose of him coming. Was not for sin to disappear.
So what was the purpose of his coming? You said was to
Like I just said, salvation. Man was in
man
sin,
needed
and he
saving.
came
Wait
to
now.
offer a salvation.
Okay, so man needed saving, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
did his the death on the cross, did it take away sins?
It took away sins for believers.
So it didn't take away sins for everyone else.
No, it took away sins for believers.
Okay. So at the time when he came and he gave his life, yeah, to take away sins. So
Yeah, the people from the past.
so what about the people that were living in Asia, people living in Nigeria who had no
The
idea?
Nicene Creed.
Wait now, can you let me finish? Yeah. So people that were they didn't even they existed the same time when Jesus was on earth, but they were not in close proximity to Jesus to have even heard the story. So did he come to die for their sins as well?
Yeah, he came for the world, and this is something. Lack of
Did
knowledge.
he
God is
die?
not punishing you
Die
because
for them? Did he die for those people's sins as well?
yeah, for the sins of all. For the sins of all. Yeah.
But you need belief, right? You need belief. So, but if you need belief, those people
Yeah.
never heard about Jesus.
Yeah, that doesn't still discredit that. Like I said, sin is not in believers.
So
They will
what's going
soon
to
hear,
happen?
maybe in life, maybe in the
So what's going to happen to those people? The ones that didn't hear.
Okay, that is quite simple because actually a lot of them did here, like in India, 45 BC, in this after just 40, 30 years of Jesus, Thomas was already in India preaching. So secondly, people who didn't hear, I don't believe that generally. I think I've forgotten the catechism, but God is not going to punish people for not being aware of something generally in a term like that. God is punishing people that reject, not people who don't
So
generally know. I've
make
forgotten the catechism, but
so why let
So
us
the people
know then?
that the people that did not hear about it, they just get an automatic salvation card. Yeah.
Yeah, so why would the
No,
Lord? Why would
that
he
is what
let
is
us
called
know?
purgatory. That is what is called purgatory. I don't generally know about that. Like I said, I'm not the ultimate judge, but that is what is called purgatory. But I won't just say like that. But I won't decide how they have been treated or how they have been judged, because God is a fair judge.
You
But
just
I
said,
believe that there is
you just
purgatory
said,
down for them.
you just said he will not punish the people that did not hear about him. You just said that, right? So if that is the case,
Yeah, but
if,
I
we are
was
not,
not giving
wait,
them a
hold
free
on, hold
report
on,
card
hold
to
on,
heaven.
hold on. So if God will not punish the people that heard about it, that did not hear, then they should never have brought this religion to us at all. That way, we would have been guaranteed salvation. Our salvation would have
How
been
do you know?
complete, right? But now they just
You are
set
in a,
up
you
for
are in a
failure.
paradox. I didn't say that the people were making it to heaven, by the way. And that is why I give you that there is what is called purgatory. I don't know if you understood
They're
that.
not going to heaven.
But like I said, I'm not the final judgment. I'm not the
So
final
what-
judgment for God. Maybe the way he judges is different from how I understand it. But then that is all I have to say about it.
So Catholic, where are they going to go if they don't go to heaven?
And just like I said, purgatory.
But you're speaking for your religious. But you're speaking for your religious interpretation.
Okay, should I speak over your interpretation? Like that is why I'm speaking for my religion, dude.
Speaking
God,
for
so are you telling us that the people who introduced the Lord to us did us an injustice?
What I'm trying to show you is that it's
No,
convenient
they
when
gave
you
you
don't know.
gave you a
It's
reason for
convenient when you put
humanity
up when
and
you're put in
morality.
positions to expose further what you're saying. All of a sudden, you don't know. That's a constant I see with religious people. You want to speak confidently about your God
Well,
claims until challenged.
well,
Challenge, no, I
I'm
didn't say
trying to
God
understand.
claims. If you ask me a specific,
guys, what this means is bringing the religion to us, yeah, has completely set us up for failure.
That's right.
That now we are going to be punished. If we had not been given this religion, and the gentleman said the people who never heard that they will not be punished, then they should have just done us a favor and not brought this religion to us, right?
do you even know the paradox you are in? How do you now know that the religion exists if you're asking this question particularly?
Would it matter? Wait. Think about this, Catholic. If we're never introduced to the religion, we would be fine. So what does it matter for us to know God? Was this God's ego that he didn't care? He had to let us know so he could have people serving and goddamn worshiping at his feet? Was his ego so?
Well, at least now you can define morality.
No, wait. Morality was defined way before that.
Way before what?
Catholic, what do you?
Way before
Catholic, can I ask you something?
Sorry, what's morality got to do with this conversation?
Well, I'm talking about the expanding of God through the whole world. He's the creator.
No,
that
what?
is why no
No,
matter
what?
how
I'm sorry,
tiny
I didn't hear you. You're talking about what? Sorry, now I need to know what
you were asking me.
Mm.
Well, he was asking me what is even the purpose of bringing this God or the people. I don't know. Yeah, I can't repeat exactly.
I want to ask you something.
Saying,
can you tell me in Africa and in the America, is there a history of the Africans doing horrible things to themselves, destroying entire communities, raping all the
Africa?
Is there a history of
Africa?
That? Yeah, is there a history of that?
It is not written down, but bro, don't even start up with me. I'm African. I know a
I'm
lot
asking
of young ladies.
You, was there
families.
history?
Chill.
Catholic.
Chill. I know a lot of young virgins who have been sacrificed. Don't tell me shit about Africa.
Get out of here. Stop trying to shut people down.
I am asking you a question. Are you telling me that all of the great
virgins that have been sacrificed? What does that? You know young
Yeah.
human beings that have been sacrificed.
Bro, I'm literally African. Forget the family.
I don't care if you're
Don't
African.
bring me
Give us,
about
give
Africa.
us, what do you mean by that statement? What do you mean by that statement?
I mean by that statement is you know nothing about Africa. They
Don't
tell
tell
you,
me I don't
"Oh,
know anything
my
about
ancestors."
Africa.
No, chill, bro.
Don't tell,
You
don't
don't know
chill,
nothing
don't
about
chill, bro, my ass. Don't be talking that bullshit.
Your ass is not mine. You don't even know I'm a
You're full of
patriot.
shit. Tell me about the children. Tell us about the children in Africa. Tell us about the babies and children in Africa. What happened to them?
Which
Tell us.
ones? The ones that have been cut off and sacrificed to the gods to win wars?
How
Which
many were
ones?
what? So are you telling us
The twins? Are you talking? Are you referring to the twins?
Are you
Are
telling
you
us
referring to
that
the twins
thousands
that when they
upon
give birth
thousands?
they were unalive then?
Are you telling us thousands upon thousands of children, babies, was unalived in Africa, sacrificed to the gods?
Oh, hello. Every twin before colonization, every twin, when you give birth to a twin, you are generally unalive. And in my own land, if you give birth to a child with natural dreadlock, the child was unalive. You don't get to tell me that.
That's a lie.
Have you ever seen a
That's an
child born with
absolute
natural
lie.
dreadlock? Do you
That's a
know
lie.
my land more than me?
That's a lie,
Do
Catholic.
you know my land more than me?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know my land more than
Yes,
me?
I do.
What is my land? Where is my people? What is my people?
We are talking about the continent of Africa. You're trying to tell us that on the continent of
Africa
Africa,
is not Africa.
thousands
Africa
of
is not
babies
just
were-
one people
Are
with
you-
ethnicity. What is my people? If you know my land
It's
more than
all in
me.
Africa. You're
You said
condemning
Africa.
all of
You said
Africa.
your
That's the
people.
point.
He
You
just
said
lied.
Africa.
He just lied.
Bro,
Condemning the
I'm
continent.
referring.
Condemning the
Africa
whole
is made of.
continent of
Africa
people.
is a continent with thousands
No,
of
you're
people in
condemning
it,
a
with
group
different
He
cultures. You
just
get
lied.
nothing
Wait,
about.
hold on, hold on.
Chill.
You lied when you talked about the twins. You
Oh, I
lied.
lied when I talk about the twins.
Yes.
All right, so I lied when I talk about children
The
born with
twin-
natural
the
dreadlocks
twin-
being
the
unalive in
twin-
my own land.
Sorry, you mean when babies are born, they are born with natural dreadlocks.
Which, yeah,
So the unalive.
and it still happens to today.
Wait, hold on. The unalive babies
We
that are born.
generally,
So are you
yeah,
saying
we
that
believe before.
babies come out with natural dreadlocks?
I ain't never heard such shit in my life.
You don't know that black people
I
come
am
out with natural
asking.
dreadlocks.
I am asking a question.
Catholic, please. That's
I am
crazy.
asking
Stop
a
lying.
question. Please, I'm
Oh
asking.
my
a question.
God!
I am
If you
asking
can,
a
just stop
question.
lying.
Come on now, guys. Please give me a second. Okay. Now, guys, if you know, right now, I'm growing my own locks, right? And so for your locks to form, the hair would need to be, there's a way the hair needs to be put together over a period of time. And so I'm asking a question now. Can babies be born with natural dreads? Please, I'm asking a question.
Yeah, it is all over in my place. We have children, when they are born, their heads start twisting, and before the age of 1, they already have hair dreadlocks, as if someone used their hand to lock. Have you never really seen that? They
No,
are
I haven't.
everywhere here. If you come here, you see them everywhere.
No, listen, I've seen
They are
young
born
What
with
part
it,
of
and
what part of
No,
Nigeria?
I have seen
What
young
part of
people.
Nigeria are you talking about?
Hold on. I've seen young people. I've seen young people with dreadlocks, right? I've seen that. But that they are born with it, that I've not seen.
so how did it get locked?
Because they don't comb their hair. They don't
Please, what part of Nigeria are you talking
the
about?
hair. They don't comb the hair. That's how it becomes locked.
So I didn't comb my hair for 1 year. If you look at my hair, I didn't comb it for 1 year. It is not locked, it is there. But a baby born that is just 1 year old already had locks, as if someone was twisting it long, and it's already enough to hold it. Just because the baby didn't comb the hair. You're funny.
What is this one saying? What is this guy saying? Wait.
Well, it seems you don't even know more about Africans. You should go back and search on our
Sorry,
phone. You can use your phone
Wait,
right
hold
now
on, hold
and
on.
search
Hold
if babies
on,
are born with natural
please.
dreadlocks, bro.
Hold on. What do you mean you don't know about Africans? Is this something that happens with all Africans?
You don't know.
This is the reason why I'm asking you
You-
questions.
No, you are saying this is
I am
false. That I'm
asking
telling you.
questions. This is why I was asking you. Is it possible for children to be born?
Yeah, it's
with
possible,
their
man.
hair locked?
It's impossible.
It's a question.
Please, what part of
Yeah, it's
Nigeria are children
possible.
born with
Okay,
locks?
can you
When
tell me?
children are
Google.
born,
Wait,
I just
hold
want to
on,
throw a
hold on,
wrench
people,
into the
please,
Part of
hold on.
Nigeria.
One second. Okay, Catholic, tell us what is the reason for unaliving babies
I don't know.
with locks, please?
Well, my people before colonization thought that there were some kind of demons. They thought that born with a hair that is twisting is some kind of demonic thing. So they'll kill it to cleanse the land. So it shifts from killing, unaliving the babies to the baby deciding when to shave the hair for them. That is how it shifted until today. That is the new ideology we have adopted. They say don't shave the hair for the baby unless if you do that, the baby will die. So leave the baby. When the baby decides to say, okay, I'm ready for you to cut off the hair for me, then you can do this. That is a new thing that I have generated around here.
So what you're saying is your people were unaliving children that come out of their mother's belly with locked hair. And the reason why they were doing this
He
is
was saying there is nowhere in Africa
now,
that
hold
Africa was
on,
doing all
I
sort of
want to
things.
know what is the rationale. What were they thinking these babies with the locks are going to do to them? Why did
I
they
don't
just
know.
unalive
Man
them?
fear what he don't know. Man fear what he don't know. I don't know.
You're the one telling us that in your place they unalive babies with locked hair, right? So what is the reason why they unalive those babies?
Yeah, at least someone in the comment section said he was born with natural locks. I don't know the reason why they do. That was one of the beliefs here. They fear that some kind of, it was not something common. So when they see it, they'll fear, how is this baby having hair twisted? Well, something that women hair can't even, yeah, today some women also have locks, natural born locks, but they were super fearing that. So I don't know the back reason to it. But today they don't do that again. Today they leave it to the baby to decide when the hair should be cut off. And this is a key point. When you cut off the hair for the first time, it's never going to lock again. That is why you don't see much people with it, because when you cut the hair off, it's never going to lock. It's something that comes once. So you should go do some research on that.
Your hair will lock if you make it lock. If you put the time and the effort, your hair will lock. I don't know what you're saying to
Man,
me.
not for 1-year-old baby. Not for a 1-year-old baby.
Afro, please, can I
At
ask
least
him
someone in the
some
comment
questions,
section,
please?
maybe he's not even a Christian. He said that he was born with it.
Please, can I ask
Why
him
are
some
taking it so
questions?
hard to believe, bro?
No. Catholic, you're
Catholic.
correct. There is a phenomenon. There is such a phenomenon where some babies come out with their hair, what we call locked. It's rare, but it is a phenomenon.
Okay, then I was correct. Thank you.
I don't think it's really relevant though. Like, so what?
Yeah, for them denying that I don't know what I was saying, it's relevant that you brought it up.
I didn't deny. I'm asking
You were like,
questions.
you know my people more than me.
No,
When I
Catholic. She
brought
had
it
a
up,
different
it was
point.
about my people,
What
and
did
you
I
were like,
say?
you know my people more than me.
I have never seen a child be born with locks. So I wanted to know if it is possible.
Yeah.
No one denied.
No,
guys
you
were saying
deny.
it
You
was
said
a
you know
lie.
my people. Someone is also saying impossible.
So, Catholic, can I perhaps ask you about your God belief? Because you say you're Catholic, so you believe in Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit and all that, right?
Okay.
So you believe God is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you believe the
And
order
I
of
believe that all
operations.
actions are taken by God.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. But I'm just saying, you think that the order of operations for the universe starts with the perfect God, and then everything goes downhill from there on account of all of his perfection.
I believe that the order of the universe is yes. Yeah.
All right. How do you account for that? Like, I'm sort of curious.
How do I account for that?
Yeah. So for me, my theory of the universe begins with the idea that the foundation of the universe is chaos. That at the actual beginning point of time, A moment of actual any possibility took place, and then causality happened. Everything happens from there. But here's the thing. Everything it's built that hold on real quick. That's built on the assumption that everything changes. And as far as we can tell, every single thing does change. Would you agree that everything seems to change?
Yeah, everything within the universe changes.
Okay. So here's my trouble with what you believe. You're telling me that God is perfect, right?
Yeah.
How would that state ever change or need to change?
The state of God doesn't change. That is why he is uncreated, which are the arguments of potency and causality. I don't believe that God changes, right? Which also is the reason to why I believe that the universe needed something external of it to cause it. Because now the universe changes. It is not in the same state, well, according to the second law of physics.
Well, no. I'm pointing out my question. I think you missed it. Why did everything change from perfect? If everything was perfect, why would anything that is different also not be perfect?
Who told you it's not perfect?
What today is not perfect? For instance, I myself was born with very weak eyes. I require the use of eyeglasses in order to be functionally sighted. Otherwise, I am legally blind. If I were not so lucky to be born, hold on.
That is not my question.
Hold on. If I were not so lucky to be born in the scientifically advanced modern era, I would have been very handicapped for my life. I would have been limited in my educational abilities and my skilled trades and artisanal options because of my physical disability.
Great, so
you're telling me, hold on.
So
you're telling me, just put the pin in it. You're telling me a perfect God would do that?
What I'm telling you is when you brought up the change, actually you gave a better example that the change can be for good. And the reason why you are perfectly saying now is because when the change happened, it was for your own good. So yeah, I've answered your question to the changes.
No, that change is not for my own good. Hold on. My vision,
allow me to speak.
My vision being bad, not being as good as other people's, is not good for me.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that the universe is not perfect, because I would tell you that my accent is not good for me. It's not something that I like. That doesn't change the fact that the universe is perfect.
So I want you to think of it from a logical point.
Can I ask you a question? If it comes to
finish asking the question now.
If it comes to preference, is anything really bad according to a human mind?
Catholic, let him finish his question. Then you can ask your question.
So Catholic, from your perspective, it sort of confuses me why you think that reality would go from perfect, everything is perfect, and then things would change in a way that is that actually is imperfect. Especially when you think that the person in charge, especially when you think that the perfection is itself a minded agent. How could God ever create imperfect things? Logically speaking, I don't think your God can exist.
So you think you can use logic to prove God? What is your argument for that? Secondly, I didn't say that the universe was imperfect. That was your argument. I am saying that the universe is as perfect as ever. So I'm saying when it comes to preference, then it's just you saying your opinion and me saying my opinion. But if you want to grant your argument, then you have to grant me a moral judge to your argument to decide that the universe is imperfect.
So, from a
can you grant me a moral judge?
Yeah. So from a rational standpoint, the idea.
Sorry. Did he just say grant him a moral judge?
Yeah, like if I say that morality is objective, right? And you ask me who is the moral judge, and I say God. That is why I'm asking for his argument. Who is the moral judge for the imperfection of the universe?
So you
He
want
did that before
you
Africa.
want a
When he
moral
called them out,
a moral judge. Okay. Fury, please go ahead and provide the moral judge.
So Catholic, I would say that you, because morality is a human construct, are the moral judge, at least insofar as you're accountable. Every one of us is, if we want to be a good person, is tasked with updating our moral compass as we gain better understanding for moral behavior. That does require change.
That is just that is not a good argument for you, because then you are saying, what you're basically saying is, oh, if we change today and say, yeah, a 16-year-old can get married, then that is morally correct. If we change today and say, and be like, if you have to unalive your 5-year-old daughter because you are facing poverty, and the universe decide and every human decided, then you are saying that that is morally correct. That is your point. That is what you are generally arguing right now.
Wow.
No, you're hold on real quick. You're going down you're engaging in a slippery slope fallacy, combined with a straw man fallacy. Hold on. You're setting up points I did not make and saying that the logical entailments of those points is why the system can't be like I'm explaining it to be. You're using fallacious arguing points. I need you to follow me.
I'm giving you.
Hold on. I need you to follow.
Reality to morality.
Hold on. I need you to just follow me. Is perfect something like what makes something perfect? Tell me what that means.
Preferences to me.
Preferences. No. Like perfection would mean that it literally is in every quality the best that there is. Right?
But what if it is not for me? That is the argument I'm giving, right? You can find your house perfect for you, but I would say it's not. So it's still a preference.
Exactly.
No, the word has a meaning. The word has a meaning, though. It has a meaning. Now you're going back to, instead of bringing the discussion forward, now you're going to play with semantics about the meaning of the word perfection.
I'm not playing with the meaning. I'm just giving him preferences to what he said, right?
Okay.
If I say the volcano is perfect, right, and you say it's not, then is that not a preference?
Preference or options?
No.
We continue. I think he's changing the discussion.
Like you can
so hold on, Catholic. Would you accept the definition of something being perfect, meaning that it is without flaw?
Yeah, that definition does exist, and then for me to decide if that is without flaw, it has to come down to preference, unless there is an ultimate judge to name perfection that is without flaw in his own perfection.
Okay, so let me ask you: if something was without flaw, that would be something that would mean flaw would be something that that loses durability over time and then eventually breaks, right? That would be a flawed thing, right?
No, generally no. Like in the case of cheese,
you don't think? Oh, hold on.
Cheese was discovered. Wait, chill. Let me make an example.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not always in that case. It's not always in that case. When cheese was discovered, it was discovered out of rotten milk, right? At that point, if you didn't know cheese, you can call that a broken stuff or an imperfect stuff, right? But then later, today, we discovered that it is not broken as it is. In fact, it is perfect in someone's eyes, and in people's eyes today, they still eat it. So at the time, will you call that an imperfect stuff because it was then destroyed? So I'm saying it is not always in that case, right? Because something is destroyed, that doesn't mean that the thing is imperfect.
I would actually argue the literally exact opposite.
One second, people, please, 1 second. Milton in the comments, please, do not be disrespectful. Do not be disrespectful. You're calling for a block. What do you mean that there is a bombo clat among us now? What does that mean? What was that supposed to? Huh?
He also posted. He said Catholic CUT them. This is supposed to be a Christian.
He just what? Who is the Oh, you're talking about Patricia? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with this person? Stop it, please. If you're gonna keep doing that, please Moderators, please just block that person. I don't like that kind of disrespect. People are here to have a conversation. Yeah, we're not here to come and a boom book. Are you mad? Please carry on, guys.
So Catholic, to use your cheese analogy, here's my issue.
Wait, hold on. I will ask both of you to please round it up within a minute, because Don Triple hasn't spoken. Don Triple has been waiting. Okay. All right. Let's finish.
So, very simply, I would say a flaw of a food would be that it spoils, and the amount of time that it spoils. Food that spoils quickly, I would say that's a flaw of the food. You know, something you must consider about it. So, overall, every food does have this flaw that over time it does deteriorate and spoil. Again, this deterioration is a flaw. Everything is changing and in a negative way. Not perfect.
Offer to according to who. That is what I'm telling you. Preferences matters when you talk about perfection, right? You can give me an example of the food that you said I just damaged, but I can tell you that, oh, the pigs love eating that and it's perfect to them. That is what I'm saying. Preferences, if there is no ultimate judge to morality.
I am not saying from preference. There's no preference here. You keep saying it's about preference. I'm talking about existence to non-existence. You can't, that's objective. Objectively, this thing only exists for a short amount of time.
Bro, you don't even know that.
Because it is flawed.
Fury, I know you know enough to know he's trying to run the tag argument. I know you know that's what he's trying to do, right?
Oh, I know.
No, he's failing woefully at the tag argument. My goodness.
Who would you? If you don't know, wait, if I'm on your life and you don't even know the difference between perfection equals preferences, then I don't know. I don't think you are the one that is failing, because I'm always giving an example of.
So Catholic, no, let me. Can I ask you then? Since it's a matter of preference, even though I'm talking about something that is objective, let me ask you: is it preferable to exist versus not existing?
Something cannot exist.
Is he really quiet for anyone else?
No, we can't hear you.
I said that is a contradiction if you say something exists and not exists at the same time. So
let me ask you again, because that's not at all the question. Let me ask you again, because that's not at all the question. Do you prefer, or is it preferable in your opinion, to exist versus not existing?
Well, like I just said, according to me, it's a contradiction. How can something exist and not exist at the same time?
No, that's not what he's asking. My
Catholic, are you?
Maybe he doesn't understand.
So Catholic, hold on. If you're genuinely confused by the question, speak up now, because that's going to make you look stupid. And I don't mean that to be mean. I don't mean that to be mean.
No,
I mean,
it's
that's important. No. It's important to understand that, like, this is the consequences of your behavior. If you are telling me you don't understand this basic question, it brings into question your intelligence.
Please ask the question again.
The point here is
it preferable to exist versus non-existent?
Ask the question one last time. Hello. We get a response and then we move on to Don. Please. Ask the question again, get a response, and then we move on.
Catholic, is it preferable to exist versus not existing?
Oh my God. I don't know. That is the answer I will give to you.
You can't tell me whether it's preferable
I said I don't know.
Existing
because
versus
I've
not
tested not exist. Like I said, I don't know because I've not tested not existing for me to give an answer to that yet. So I don't know.
Catholic,
you didn't exist.
She told us to move on,
your parents
so I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
He didn't exist before his parents had intercourse. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Catholic. No, this is my point. You're a fool. You're making yourself look a fool.
It's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Don, please.
Okay, I greet everybody wherever you are.
Greetings, Don.
I'm from Nigeria, Anambra State.
Okay.
I don't know. I wanted to speak about the dreadlocks. So I don't know if that topic.
You want to talk about what?
I want to talk about the dreadlocks. So I
Oh,
don't know
no.
if the topic.
Okay.
I don't know if the topic.
Sorry,
is still
guy.
on.
When someone remove
When you
him.
say
Someone
when you
remove
say
him.
I said I
No.
want to say something about the dreadlocks because I was born with it, and
Okay.
you
my
mean the
siblings.
hair?
Just
Is it the
locks,
hair you're
not
talking about?
dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Okay, you were born
Okay,
with
they're
locks.
not they're not called dreadlocks. It's quite offensive to call them dreadlocks because it is a name that the colonizers or slave masters called African people's hair, that the hair was dreadful, hence dreadlocks. They're just called locks.
Well, where I come from, we call it dada. So it's commonly known as dreadlocks. That's why I use the language. So
Yes, but
it's
it's just that
offensive.
now in
I'm sorry about that.
2026, it's offensive to other
Okay.
African people to call their hair dreadful. So you just say
Alright.
locks. Okay.
I apologize about that. I was born with it naturally. So is my siblings. So is my mom. And this things in our own beliefs and the experiences we've had with people with natural dreadlocks. That is why it doesn't come common like that. It's something that doesn't happen always. In one community, maybe you can find only one family or two that has it. So some of them we call them stubborn locks. Why? Because even if you comb it now, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, it's already rocking again.
Okay.
And it gets at some point where it's so painful for the baby if you're combing it. The baby feels so much pain. And in some ones, the after you comb it, the baby gets sick, maybe headaches or fever. So those are the signs that the person has a natural dreadlocks. So some parents who are Christians who believe in churches, they quickly take it off while the baby is still little. And yeah, I've seen some of them. It's actually works for them. They do some stuff we call salaka. They call other kids, other children. They cook rice.
Sadaka.
And some stuff. Yes, salaka. We call it salaka. It's like sharing food and gifts with the other children and pray for that baby and shave the hair off. Some of them, when you shave it off, it's gone forever. It will not come back again. But the stubborn ones, we call stubborn ones, even if you shave your hair 10 times over, it keeps coming back. Mine, I got tired of combing it. That's why I left it for about 6 years, but I took it off again on this January. I took it off on January 25th, and it's coming up again just the same way. I'm holding my combs because, to be honest with you, 70% of people living with dreadlocks, they don't like it because it's kind of difficult to maintain.
70%.
Yeah, it's difficult to maintain it, brother. It's very difficult.
Can I say something about this, please? Sorry, Bessa, sorry, please.
Yeah, that is why. If you see some people with
I'm really okay. I understand. Okay, that you were born with it, but how does having locks for a baby that as soon as the baby is born, how does that impact on the child to the point where you're talking about they cut it off because the baby, it causes the baby this and that. I don't know. if it is hair and the
Some-
baby is born with this hair, can it not
Okay.
be combed out? Can it not be, just something done to it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm struggling with this.
Okay, let me
Can I just ask something quickly, please, just for clarification?
Okay,
Are you
go ahead.
talking about 4C type hair?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. Please, plain English.
It is plain English.
He doesn't
However,
know what 4C.
Sorry,
yes,
I'm not.
but
I'm
saying
not
plain
an
English is the wrong
person.
terminology to use. So the hair has different categories. Thank you, Afro, because I didn't want to use the wrong word there. So
Yes,
you have,
does.
for example, if somebody has got 4B hair, their hair is less coily, right? With 4C hair, your hair has got really tight coils, not curls, coils, right? I myself have got 4C hair, right? My hair, I understand what you're saying when you say you comb it out and then it, coils up and tangles. Is that what you're referring to as locks?
I'm telling you that there are people who are naturally born with it. I'm not telling you to believe me. And
No. I just wanted to clarify. I just wanted to clarify what you said. That's all. I'm not arguing with you.
You have your belief is different.
I don't
Maybe
have a
where you
belief.
come
Like I
from.
said, I'm not arguing with you. I just wanted to clarify what you said because I'm trying to understand.
Let me answer to the host first. Based on what
You don't
he
need
asked.
to. I mean, you don't need to be so offhandish.
In
All I was
some-
asking
in
was for
some families-
clarification. That is
in some
all.
families,
I am not
like-
arguing with you. Do you accept that?
Christian families,
What's wrong with this man?
they don't believe in rocks, but sometimes they have a child with it. Maybe it's from the root, from the
Are
husband.
you just going to
or
repeat what
maybe
you've
from
already
the-
told us? I don't get.
You don't believe in it. What do you mean you don't believe in it? A child is
No,
born.
don't allow him to
This
talk.
is hair. We're talking about hair here.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, a child is born and they're born with locks, right? So we've done. Child is born with locks. Then what do you mean that the Christian parents don't believe in it? I don't understand. I mean,
Hair.
I don't know why I'm struggling, but yeah, it's just hair.
Afro, I don't know if it was on
Why-
your live
yes.
stream
Why
Some-
all
or
these
some
my live
Christian-
stream where I said
some
that
Christian
there's a
parents
superstition around hair.
don't believe in it
Yeah.
because
So
because
what
there
it
One
is-
is
second,
there
please. 1 second. 1 second. Let me hear Vessel. Then you can speak, please. Vessel,
this
you
is this is just a superstition that I now think has just gone all over because even the Indian people do it as well, right? But it's not because your hair is locked up. In my place and in India, they feel that hair that you come up with from the womb is dirty, so your hair needs to be shaved off,
Okay.
right? And I've said this before because they say if you don't shave it off, it causes stunted growth, it causes the child to have health problems, etc., etc. When I had my children, I said I'm not going to do it because I want to see what will happen. Now, like I said, I've got type 4C hair, right? When my children, when they were born, I didn't shave their hair. Their hair is less coily than mine because I kept that baby hair.
A lot of
Right.
people grow, like maybe if the child has a tendency to grow the locks, they leave the locks on. Yeah, they think the child is special. Right? They leave the locks.
Which is absolutely fine. I mean, but then most of these things, it all stems from superstitious beliefs. There's nothing there. It's just
Okay.
hair.
So what I was struggling with is the child being born with hair already locked. If the child is born with the hair, matted together, the hair is matted together. A simple wash and comb, right? A wash and very gently use your sponge, right, to do this just over on the hair. Will loosen all the hair. So I don't know about. Anyway, it's just me.
I mean, all babies are born with wispy hair, right? I don't know about this locks business.
Well, anyway, let's move on. These are small details which I don't want us to. These are small details that let's see. What are you showing now?
And I also don't know why he's bringing this into the conversation as well.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I
You know,
mean,
it
like,
was
did he
something-
explain why he's bringing it here?
No, when we were talking about locks earlier on, he had said in the comments that he was born with it. Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
His comment. So he decided to come up and come and talk about it. Okay. So what are you showing us now? Yeah.
Are you seeing it? Are you reading it?
Children born
Because
with
you don't
natural
believe in it,
locks.
or maybe
Children
because it did
born-
not happen to you, it does not mean it
It's
does
not
not
about
exist.
believing.
Hold
We
on, hold on.
don't do
Let's read
beliefs
it.
here.
Let's read
Give
it.
us a photo
exists.
of yourself with the
Once-
with
once
the locks
happened.
then.
Okay,
Your
it's
baby
okay,
photos with
it's
the
okay.
locks or something.
It's okay.
Like,
Let me read this.
seriously.
Let me read. Children born with natural locks, commonly known as dada in Nigeria, or rambut gimbal in Indonesia, I believe to have hair that locks naturally from birth or shortly after. Shortly after. Often tied to cultural, spiritual, or symbolic symbolic meanings. These children are often regarded as special, gifted, or protected, particularly within Yoruba culture. Okay, so it's a Yoruba culture thing. Right, okay. So it shows here that some of these kids, it is after they're born that the hair starts to look. With that, I can agree with. But if the child is born with hair already matted, you can unlock it. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. So,
Afra, I've just
Um,
looked at a picture
I-
of them.
I
It looks
I was
it's just
also
it looks like do you know those people that just leave their hair to free
Yeah,
from
yeah.
locks?
yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's
Okay.
just matted hair.
Okay. 6, you're going to say something, 6.
yeah, I was also born with locks, matted hair, but they just washed it,
That's
and
it.
it's not a big deal.
Mhm.
I cut my hair and I grow my hair, and right now it's in free form. But do I tell people it's supernatural? Yes, to spin off stories just to make it interesting. Is there anything special about it? No, it's just hair.
So the man was saying there is a ceremony of one second, a ceremony of this child. Then the parents will go and buy stuff and give to the children around, and say, "What is all this? Because of hair? Because of hair?"
Well, yes, they do that in Nigeria, in some parts of Nigeria.
Miss Annie, you're right. Like highly coiled hair, tightly coiled hair.
I'm not saying there is something special about it. I'm just saying that it's realistic. It happens. This is my hair. This hair grows like this within 6 years. Like I said before, I used to cut my hair because I have a hairstyle I really like so much. So I always cut my hair. But at some point, I got tired. I got tired of it. I just feel like, let me just leave it and see how it goes. And within the time, I kind of get to like it, get attached to it. So I keep maintaining it to look nice, to look well kept. So because it does not happen to you, yes, in my family, me and my siblings, we all have dreadlocks, naturally born with it. Even my mom have it too.
Okay.
But my other uncles, their children doesn't have it. But we are all from the same family.
Okay.
It happens that way. That was what I wanted to explain to you when I said the mom and the parents may be Christians, they don't believe in rocks, but somehow they are afraid or they don't like the stories behind it. So when they notice their kid have it, they do some baby stuff, ceremony thing, and they take it off. Maybe it comes from the father's lineage or from the mother's lineage, because you can never have it if you don't have attached to it, maybe from your great grandfather or great grandmother. Then, after they take it off, I said there are some we call stubborn ones. Those ones, after you take it off, it keeps coming back.
Okay.
But some, once you take out that first growth, it's gone.
Afro,
It will never be back
something
again.
on WhatsApp.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Thank
So
you.
that is it.
All right. Thank you. You've got very beautiful hair, I must say.
I already take it off this
That's
this
okay.
year. Just
That's okay.
starting over.
That's okay. So let's move on. Yeah,
Can you put what I sent you, please, Afro?
I would need to.
Because to be honest with you, if I left my hair without combing it, it's gonna end up like this. Every
Yeah,
black
of course
person.
it will. Of course it will end up
Every
like this.
black
But
person.
but
So I don't
but
understand
there
what's so
is
special about it.
there is a significant something. There is something behind the natural dreadlock that
goodness.
you don't have. People do dreadlocks for fashions. Yes.
Stop calling them dreadlocks.
I'm just
Oh,
confused.
sorry.
People's
My
hair is not
bad.
dreadful.
I guess I'm confused. Is there a supernatural claim or something behind this?
There is
Yeah.
there's cats. There are some people, if you leave the hair like that, it free forms, right?
Right.
Because our hair is coily, especially if you've got 4C type hair, it coils. Afro, on big screen, it coils up by itself because you haven't combed it.
Okay.
So they feel that it's got some spiritual attachment.
Oh, okay.
So this what you sent, yeah? It says
Yes, those are
Yeah.
free form. Those are not made. That's just free form.
the children born with Dada are regarded as sacred beings with spiritual gifts, often linked to healing and prosperity. Their hair is likened to cowrie shells, a historical symbol of wealth, and it is believed that their presence brings fortune to their families. To cut their hair without proper ceremony is thought to bring misfortune or illness. Okay. Over here again, over here.
After any excuse to make a parent already struggling to spend money, they will do it. You see those village elders, those people that impose this kind of thing. Now the parent, when they decide to cut their hair, they have to buy rice, they have to buy goat, they have to buy drinks, they have to buy cake, they have to buy all sorts of things, right? If something else happens, a baby naming ceremony, you have to buy all these things. Meanwhile, you've just had a baby. That baby is going to need clothes and nappies and everything. It's just an excuse. This is just a superstitious belief. It is not real.
Indeed, it's not. Well, anyway, let's move on from here. Let's move on from here. Do we have any Christians at all on the panel right now? Do we have any Christian on the panel right now?
BC, hello.
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 Hello. You okay?
Yes. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Oh, welcome. Oh.
Thank you.
How is Jesus treating you today?
Very good. Really good.
So Jesus has saved you from sins,
Yes.
and you sin no more.
No, I'm still a human being.
Jesus has saved you from sin. Did you say yes?
Yeah.
So you sin no more now, right?
No. Saved me from natural sin, but it doesn't mean I don't sin anymore.
Sorry, he saved you from natural sin.
Yes.
So there's natural and supernatural sin?
No, the sin I was born, every human being was born with.
Every human being was born with sin.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, honestly, I'm not I'm not a theologian.
That's okay.
There are things I cannot explain myself.
That's okay. Whatever you can explain, you explain. It's okay. I'm just trying to figure these things out. We're trying to, from the point of a Christian, right? So, but
Yeah.
okay, maybe what I should ask you is why are you a Christian? Why?
I'm a Christian because my parents were Christians.
Well, you're a grown adult now. Can't you, ask the questions necessary to determine whether you want to hold on to this belief of your parents?
No, I don't see any need to depart from that. I don't.
But I just spotted one reason why you might want to depart from it. Your Jesus, you said Jesus came to save you from natural sin, but because you're human, you still sin.
Yeah.
So Jesus hasn't done anything for you then if you're still sinning.
No, like I said before, I said the sin every human being was born with. That is what I understand. But it doesn't mean that I will not sin again.
So what did Jesus save you from then?
That natural sin, that's the way I understand it. Honestly, if you ask me to explain more, that's why I said I don't know much to say.
Okay, so the natural sin is the one you were born with. So Jesus came all the way from heaven to the cross. He died just to save us from the sin we were born with. As for the other ones, he didn't come to save us from those ones. Those ones, how are we supposed to navigate those sins then? The ones we were not born with. That's what's from.
That one is up to you. It's up to you to do good or do bad. If you want to continue sinning, it's up to the person. He cannot stop you from committing sin. That's not possible. That means the person is no more living in this world.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah,
Alpha, will you finish? Sorry.
Before you ask. Okay. So I don't know. This is problematic because God knows that we're human and he knows that you will sin. He now sends his son to come and save us from only sins we are born with. As for the rest, well, it's up to you. But if you don't toe the line, you are going to be punished in the afterlife forever and ever and ever and ever because of sins that you committed here on the earth. Why will God punish people for sins they committed on this earth? Why will he punish them forever for those sins?
You say, why will he punish them for the sins they committed?
Okay, let me put it like this, yeah? The punishment does not fit the crime, right? Because now, if someone goes to steal, for example, you steal. In the UK, theft, if you're caught and you're found guilty, is 7 years. Yeah, the crime of theft is 7 years, depending on if you have prior convictions or if you have, any outstanding. But if you say, for example, it's your first time, you might get a slap on the wrist. Okay? And they tell you, if you come back again, this, right? For the example, if you murder somebody, there is, there is the number of years that you'll be given. So if you sin, you sin in your body, you sin for 2 years. Yeah? Say you've been sinning for 2 years, and then you unalive. So you're going to be punished forever and ever and ever. How is that just?
You know, myself, I'm a Catholic, and we don't believe that God punishes that way.
How does he punish the Catholic?
We believe that it is the punishment is proportionate, just like you explained. Yeah, that for someone that has murdered another human being, that unlived another human being, the punishment is not going to be the same with someone that has stolen from another person. That's why we, like I was here when the other guy was talking, he talked about purgatory. We do believe that there are sins you can atone for, either in this world or after the person has left this world.
You can atone for sins?
Yes.
So you mean that when you die, it's not the end. There's still you still have chances to.
Yeah, that's the meaning of purgatory, yes.
Oh, hello, Akani. First of all, please carry on with your question.
You said, oh yes, you said that. Hi, Akani. You said that you were a Christian because your parents were Christians.
Yes.
If your parents were Satanists, would you also be a Satanist?
Maybe. Yeah, because that's where I was introduced. You know, that's the family I was brought up in. Probably. Yep.
Okay. So because you were brought up in that family, you feel that you don't need to explore other religions or find out about anything else that is outside what you were born in?
No, I do. Like, that's why I stopped by here. I listen to everybody. I listen to other religions. When people talk on TV, on this Black app, everywhere, I do listen. I listen to beliefs. You understand?
Okay. But
I listen to people that don't acknowledge God. Like,
but your children, are they Catholic as well?
Yes.
Because you're a Catholic.
Yes.
So when you decide, say you decide to leave Catholicism, are your children going to leave as well?
How would I know that? I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't ask them to leave?
No, I wouldn't. Why would I ask them to leave?
Okay.
And where will I live?
No, I'm saying since you're going around inquiring and listening, something might catch your ear and you decide that, you know what, I don't want to be a Catholic anymore. I want to be an atheist, for example, or I want to be a Muslim. So would you then, how then would you relate to your kids? Would you tell your kids to leave Catholicism and join you?
I will not force them to leave, and I don't think I will ever leave.
Okay, but if your child came to you and said that they've decided to leave and they want to be an atheist, how would you react?
I wouldn't like it. I will ask them why.
Okay. And they give you the reason?
Yeah.
Would you accept their reason?
It depends on what they tell me.
No, whatever it is. I mean, they've made a choice that they don't want to be a Catholic anymore. So
they may
it
just
doesn't matter what reason they give you.
They may just say that it's because it's boring, that when they go to church, it's boring to them.
Wait a minute. Isn't your reason that your parents were, right?
Sorry?
Well, if your reason you're Catholic, is your parents are Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have no actual other reason.
Yep.
then why are you judging their reason? You wouldn't have anything to judge against.
No, remember what? I'm still their parents.
Well,
they are still.
Okay. So you decide what them to believe.
No. I'm not saying that I decide, but I'm saying I'm still their parents. They are still
Right.
living with me. I
But
said,
you're-
I will.
oh.
I said, you don't. Sorry, you don't allow people to talk.
No. I just said, oh, please continue.
Okay. I said, I will ask them why. Just like in Western world, they say allow them to do what they want to do. If you allow them to do everything they want to, some of them wouldn't want to go to school. They wake up and say they don't want to go to school.
Yeah, but the thing is,
so
that's not the
why I
same
said-
as believing in a mythical figure that you only believe because your parents believe it.
Yes. Yeah, that's why. That's the honest truth. I believe because they introduced me to it.
Right.
I believe.
So if your children think about it more than you did and decided that this isn't real, you're not going to what? What will happen to them?
The way I said before they can take that kind of decision, they must have been an adult, or they must have been adults. They must have been adults. It depends on the age they are. If they move out of my house, they decide to do something else, But what, like I said before, I will ask them,
It
why
sounds like
have you taken
you're
that?
saying as long as they live under your roof, they better be Catholic.
Remember what I said before. I said I will ask them why, to find out
Yes.
why. If we
If they just simply say they do not believe in God, then what?
Can I say something here? My son was 9 years old, 9, when he came to me and said he doesn't want to be a Christian anymore. And when I asked him why not, he said he found out about how Jesus died, and it was really very bad. Blood everywhere. And Mom, I do not like blood. I said, yes, I know. Right? And so for that reason, he doesn't want to identify with the death of this man. Right? So BC.
Yep.
Your child at the age of 9 comes to you, Daddy, I don't want to be a Christian anymore. And when you ask why not, they say the death in the book of that Christ was too much for them, was too evil for them. How will you handle that? 9 years old.
I will try to explain to them why was it too evil. Did they unalive themselves? Did he unalive himself? He didn't choose to do that.
He was my 9-year-old was told the reason why that death occurred the way it did because he loves him. Jesus loves him, and that is why he had to go through that. So your child says to you, I don't like the idea of that somebody who claims, who they say loves me, has to go through that sort of pain. He doesn't want to identify with the pain. He would need to identify with this pain and torture and blood everywhere for him to be a Christian. But he says, no, I don't want to be a Christian for that reason. So how would you handle that?
So he doesn't want to identify with pain. Does he know the pain you went through before he was born?
He's only 9 years old. He doesn't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As a child, they don't understand so many things. In this Western world, some children, some boys come to their parents and say, I don't want to be a boy. I don't think I was born to be a boy.
Okay.
I want to be a girl.
I'm asking, so how
They're getting into a bad section.
will you,
Let's not go there, please.
how will you handle this particular case with this 9-year-old?
That's what I'm saying. As children, they don't know so many things.
So how will you handle it?
I will try to explain to them. I will try to explain things to them because
So tell me how you will explain to a 9-year-old that death, the way Jesus died, is somehow good for that child.
Yeah, I will explain to him that it wasn't his choice to die that way.
It was his choice.
It wasn't his choice.
It was his choice. He came down for that reason.
No. Yeah, he came down for that reason. It wasn't his choice to die that way.
It was his choice.
No,
It was
no,
his
it
choice.
wasn't. It wasn't.
He knew what was going to
all-knowing
happen,
God.
and he went for it.
No. It wasn't his
He
choice
knew what was
because
going to happen.
because
It was his choice. He
Wait.
knows what is going to
he
happen
knows
before
what
he
is
came
going
down.
to happen. Wait, he knows
For
what
God,
was
for
going
God
to
so
happen.
loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He
But not to
gave
die-
his son
but
because
not
of
to
love.
die- but not to die that way. You remember when
That way was he supposed to go.
What was the plan? What was the plan for his
if
death?
only people, if you people can listen to me. When he was praying, when he saw what was happening, he prayed. He prayed 3 times, and the Bible describes it that he was in sorrow, and he prayed, if it is possible, take away this cup from me. Yes. So it wasn't actually his choice to die that way, but
So his father was bent on having him unalive that way then, because he was praying to his father. He was saying,
yes.
God, if this is your will. So in this particular case, the father says, nah, we already have a plan, and this is how you must go.
Yes.
How do you tell
So are
a
you saying
9-year-old
Jesus did
child-
not have free will?
a child who's 9 years old is struggling with the idea of this love that is mixed, the love that has all this torture and pain and suffering? How do you explain that to this child?
See, God has created man and let him have gave him a mind of his own to do whatever he wants to do. The way he was unalived may not actually be the way God wanted it, but men decided to do it that way. So nobody, I don't know that one.
But how did God? Sorry to interrupt you.
There was a place.
How did God intend for His Son to honor?
I don't know the mind of God. There was a place in the Bible He was telling us.
Hold on, BC. Hold on.
If you can listen to me.
Sorry, I will listen to you, please. I will listen to you. Okay. Let me tell you what you're telling us, right? Let me play it back to you. So we have a father who wants his son unalive, right? The father is watching up there, seeing how these humans are about to take out his son. And that was not the plan. That was not the original plan. God wanted humans to take out his son very kindly, softly. Maybe they were to put Jesus, instead of putting him on the cross, they were supposed to put him on a bed of roses while they unalive him. I don't know. But now this God is watching them take out his son in the way they did not plan. So why didn't God step in? Why didn't he say, no, this is not the plan. We have a different plan. Let's do it a different way. So that children now would not be struggling with the idea of how we unalive this guy. Why couldn't God stick to plan.
Like I was trying to explain before, God has created human beings, and He has allowed them to do whatever they want to do good or to do bad. It's up to them. What I wanted to say before, that made me to say it may not be the way God wanted it, was when He was speaking in the Bible. He gave an example of a man that has a farm and have workers there, and they were mismanaging that place. They were doing all sorts of things, and he sent several people to go and correct them or something like that, and they killed all of them. And when the man decided to send his son and said at least they would obey my son, they will listen to my son, when the son came, they decided to unalive the son, because when they saw the son coming, they said, "This is now the son. We will now unalive him and take everything that belongs to him." You understand me? So that's what made me to think maybe that was not in the original plan of.
Wait. So you're trying to tell us that God didn't know His own plan?
He has. I said He has. He has a plan. I believe He has a plan for human beings.
Okay.
He has given human beings free will.
Can I take the plan a little bit further?
Okay.
God created humans, but He knew that this was going to fail, because He knew He was going to put that tree in the garden, those two trees in the garden, and they're going to eat from one. Then He knew He was going to flood the world, but that was not going to work. So God had a son before it all happened, so that after the flood failed and humans were still bad, He was going to unalive this, have this son unalived, and have this son risen. So this whole story was written before anything happened. So God knew of every failure that was going to happen, and He planned for every failure. Even though He's supposed to be the all-knowing, perfect God and being able to do something about all these failures that He built in. So He built this whole story to be a failure.
I don't know if he wanted it, if he intentionally wanted it to fail.
Yeah, doesn't God know everything though? No, seriously, doesn't God know everything? Does God know everything?
Yeah, I believe He knows everything.
So if God knows everything,
yeah.
So when God made man, before He made man, He knew all this shit was going to happen. So God knew the whole man. He knew the whole man experiment was going to be a failure. We're going to have to wipe him out. But I'm going to make a bad choice with this Noah guy and his sinful family. They're going to screw up, and that's not going to work out. So I'm going to make a son, so that the son can unalive. And they're going to blame Judas, but I'm going to really put Judas here to make sure that my son can't chicken out, because my son's going to try to chicken out. So God put this all into the works.
I don't know, because like I've said before, I don't know the mind of God.
No, we can't do that. If you're saying that God is all-knowing and all-powerful, He knew this.
Yes.
You can't say He's all-knowing and then say you don't know the mind of God. Is He all-knowing or not?
He is, but I've said before.
So God knew He knew all this crap was gonna fail. This God knew this was gonna all go bad. He knew from the beginning. This shit ain't gonna work.
Like I said before.
No, I seriously think about what I'm saying. He knew this was gonna fail. So now my question to you: if He knew that was gonna fail, why do you think the whole idea of heaven and hell was going to work? If everything that he tried and everything he put in place was bound and destined to failure, why shouldn't we believe that the whole idea of going of the rapture and heaven and all that shit happening is going to fail too? Why shouldn't we believe that's going to fail too? Why shouldn't we believe that?
But like I said before, he has created human beings and gave us this because the way it was written that it was that he created man in his own image. He has given man the mind of his own.
I'm trying to overtalk you, but don't, I already told you about that.
He has not made man to be a robot.
No, he didn't, because he planned all this shit. He knew it.
Can I
If God is all knowing, he knew this.
I don't know
can I say something to Basic,
if you know the mind of God. I don't know. But what I've said.
No,
is
you
that
just told me God is
has-
wait. Didn't you just agree that God is all knowing?
Yeah, he's all knowing. But I
If
have
he's
said
all
that.
knowing,
I
then
have
he
said
knew
that.
this.
I have said that
How do you get away
he has
from that?
made man to do whatever he wants to do. Yeah, he has.
I don't understand. Do you understand my
Listen.
question to you? Do you understand my question to you?
I understand
Listen.
your question. I understand your question.
So if
but you
God
are
is all knowing, he
but
knew
you are
this was going to
talking-
happen.
The way you are talking, probably you know the mind of God. But I'm saying that I don't know.
If God is, if something is all knowing, we know he knew everything.
Yeah, but if you know everything about me, does it mean that you're going to still stop me from doing what I want to do?
No, that's not what I'm saying. He knows everything you're going to do without his influence. You choose it. He will make a plan around those moves. His plan is going to take into account every single choice, every single thing makes.
He planned all this shit from day one. He sat down at the table on a napkin in a diner one day and said, "I'm gonna make man, but all this shit's gonna happen, so I'm gonna have to put all these contingencies in place."
Yep. I know this is going to happen, so I'm going to need a flood to safeguard, but that's not going to work, so I'm going to need a Jesus safeguard. That's not going to work, so I'm going to need an end of the world revelation, Ragnarok bullshit thing to work at the end.
But the thing is,
Listen.
atheist, he knows that shit's gonna fail too. He just hasn't told us yet.
Correct.
BC,
Let's go even further back.
Can I say something to BC real quick, please?
yeah, I'm gonna be 2 seconds, please.
Sure.
6. BC, is you being up on this panel talking to us God's plan? BC,
Sorry, what did you say?
is you being up here on this panel talking to us part of God's plan?
I wonder.
No, it depends on the question you guys are asking. I'm just trying to answer.
She just asked you a question.
To the best of my knowledge, like I said, I'm not a theologian.
No,
What
I said,
I can only
is
say-
you being up here on the panel talking to us part of God's plan? Where did 6 go?
Why did he vote at playground? I don't play this map.
You being here on this panel talking to us, is it part of God's plan for you? Six, please come back.
I don't know.
Wow.
Can I try something even
I
earlier?
don't know.
How about we go all the way back? Did God make all the angels? Did God make the angels? BC.
Hello, sorry.
Yes, BC. Did God make the angels?
Yeah.
So he made the fallen angel as well, right?
Yep.
And he knew the fallen angel would fall, correct?
I don't know.
Sure he did.
No, I don't know.
He did.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Anytime he's read something that he knows the answer is going to fuck him up, he'll say, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Like, you just admitted it.
What you're saying now is if you commit sin, if you go and unalive someone.
I didn't say anything about that.
You now
I didn't say anything about that.
It's God that made you.
I
to
didn't
do
say
it.
anything about that.
That's where you're driving at.
No, I didn't. How do you know?
No,
You don't know
I
the
know,
next
I
step.
know.
Wait a minute, stop. BC, since you don't know the information, you could not know the next step of my argument, could you?
I know where you're driving at.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You want to bet? How about you want to bet? You want to put your channel up? We're kind of close on people following us ish. I have no problem. Will you delete your channel if I can show you that you were wrong on where I was going with it?
Okay.
You will. You want to delete your channel?
Yeah.
Promise God.
Greetings.
Wait a minute. Promise
Greetings to you.
God. Don't say a single word. BC, promise God.
Greetings to you all.
Prophet, hush.
Good morning.
BC, hush. BC, promise God. Come on, BC, promise God.
Upstairs.
Not upstairs, promise God.
No, sorry, I'm speaking to my child. Upstairs. Go upstairs. Sorry, continue saying what you're saying.
Promise God that you'll delete your channel if you're incorrect about where I was going with my argument.
You can always change what you wanted to say.
I know, I'm writing it down.
No, you can always change what you wanted to say. How can anybody say what?
Let's just have conversation.
Can you tell me what I have in mind?
No, let's not do that.
Oh, wow.
I have no problem writing down my argument, leaving it on screen, folded, while you say what I was going to do. And if you're incorrect, you delete your channel.
No, not deleting of channels.
And if he's right, I'll delete mine.
Even if I tell you that I'm going to delete the channel, how would you know if I did it? If I did that?
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
I'm
what you're
watching
saying
right
I
now.
don't
You
understand
delete
what
it right now.
No, there's no need for deleting of channels.
I'll put mine up.
You're right, I'm right? Oh, you're wrong. Let's go. Let's move.
So, PC, how about this? Since the host doesn't want it that way, I'm going to write my argument down. And then you tell me where I was going to go, and we'll see whether or not you were going to lose your channel.
Ooh. And now that's better.
So,
better.
one moment. I'm going to write it down.
I've never said.
Don't backtrack.
I've never said.
Don't backtrack.
It is.
Do not backtrack.
I've never said.
Don't backtrack.
I'm a
Stop.
seer.
We all heard it.
I'm not a
BC, we
seer.
all heard it. Stop.
I'm not a
BC,
prophet.
stop.
I'm not a
BC.
man of God.
BC, why are we backtracking?
Backtracking for what?
Yeah, because
I don't know why you're. I don't know why
you
you're
said-
dwelling on.
BC,
I don't know
stop.
why you're dwelling on this.
You said you knew where I was going with it, which is why
Yes.
you basically tried to throw out this whole thing. Oh, I know where you're going. No, let's see. Because you want to try to shut me down by saying you knew what my argument was before I made it. So let's see how honest you are. You're an honest person, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how honest you are. Because this is recorded. We have what you said.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down, what my argument is.
Okay.
Then you're going to tell me what my argument was going to be. Got it? And we'll
Mhm.
see if you was lying or not.
Okay.
Greetings to you all, people of
It is.
God.
It is guys. I'm telling you, let's move on from this. I don't think The gentleman
How are you all doing?
fully comprehending Wagwan. Yeah.
How are you all doing?
Wait a minute, hold on. Host, are you just telling me to drop it?
Yes.
If the host tells me to drop it, I'm dropping it because she
Yes.
runs the live.
Please, just I please. Right, guys, do you guys agree with me? Folks, people listening?
It doesn't matter if we agree with you. If you say so, I stop.
No.
That's always been the rule.
I don't know whether people wanted to carry on or what. Huh?
I can always destroy him in other ways.
Yes, okay. So education, 100%.
Okay, great. I'll destroy him in other ways.
Then they said, okay,
Fine.
I'm going to move on.
Fine. Why is it that the only reason you believe is your parents told you, but you haven't thought one lick beyond that?
Because I don't want it. I like what they introduced me to, and I've had personal experiences.
Great. How do you determine your personal experience was tied to a god?
You didn't even let him finish it. His God.
Oh no! I'm in attack mode now.
Oh, I know, but
the problem is you people try to.
Which one is you people? I'm trying to help you.
She tried to hold me back. She tried to save you from the pounding you're about to get.
I'm trying
She's literally trying to save you.
This is not my first time on this channel.
I'm trying to help you, Mr.
You ask people questions.
She's trying to save
the
you.
person we want to answer, then
She is trying to save you.
The person trying to drive the question.
She is trying to save you.
Save me for what?
Me.
Like how? Is she saving me from you?
Hold on. Do we have any other? We have.
I have a pattern here. If you ask me something I don't know, I will tell you that I don't know.
Okay.
If you ask me, I cannot. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a Bible scholar. So if you tell me, if you ask me questions I don't know, I will tell you
read
I
your
don't know.
entire Bible?
It's all right.
I haven't. That's why I said.
Wait. Pause.
I said it just now that I'm not a scholar of Bible.
Bring it down for a moment. We're gonna bring it
He
down for a
hasn't
moment.
read the Bible. He says he hasn't read it.
So my question is the
I said
Bible
I've
the most
read it, but I've
important-
not
Stop for a second,
read the
just
entire
listen.
Bible.
We're not going to yell at each other. I'm bringing it down. Is the Bible the most important book in your life?
Let's move on to prophets.
Please let me have this little bit. Just a little bit. I'll keep it low. I'll keep it calm. BC, is the Bible the most important book in your life?
Yes.
Is it the Word of God?
Yes.
Okay. And you've been a believer for your entire life, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you on social media talking to us instead of reading the most important book of your life?
So if it is the most important book in my life, I must be doing it all the time.
No, you have to do it at least
What
once.
is the most important book in your own life?
Well, BC, here's the problem. I said you haven't read it once. So it's not all the time. You haven't completed it once.
You said I haven't read it once?
Correct. Which is what you said.
No. I said I have not read all of it.
Correct, which means you have not read it once. So why haven't you finished reading the most important book of your life instead of being up here?
I said I'm not a Bible scholar.
Right. Do
How
you
many
think
times will I
maybe
tell you that?
being a Bible scholar is not the same as reading the book at least once? Just once. I'm not asking you to be a Bible scholar. I'm asking you to be honest about how important the book is to you. Because you haven't even finished it once.
I'm not reading it as a novel.
No, you haven't finished reading it at all. This has been what, 2 decades?
I'm not reading it as a novel that's when I stop somewhere, another time I will go and continue there.
Why don't you wait a minute? Why don't you read the Bible like an actual book?
Why should I?
Because that's how you read books.
No.
Do you often read a book by jumping around?
No, I will tell you again, I'm not a
Kindly
Bible
tell me
scholar.
another book that
I'm
you
not-
read
I haven't
that
gone
you
to
jump
Bible-
around when you
I haven't gone to Bible school.
You
There
don't
are
have
so
to go
many
to
things-
Bible school.
There are so many things you read in the Bible.
BC, I'm not saying a single thing about going to Bible school. I'm asking
you-
you, why haven't you read it at least once? You don't have to go to Bible school, just finish reading the book.
No, I'm not reading it as a book. It's a holy book. And
Yes,
I'm
holy
not a
books
Bible,
are meant to be
I'm
read.
not,
all
I'm
of
not a
it.
Bible scholar.
Move on.
You
Let's
don't
move
have
on.
to
I
be
just
a
want to say you're
Bible-
doing well.
No.
Let's move on.
No. Okay, he's busy. You're I'm gonna be honest. You're just a bad excuse for a believer.
Let's move on. Let's speak to Prophet.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Prophet. Okay, Prophet.
Hello, good morning.
Prophet of the truth. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for joining us. Prophet of the truth.
All right. All right. Can I talk to you all for some time
Talk to us about what?
about God?
Okay. What is
Talk
the,
or preach.
what is the wait, just one
All
minute.
right.
What is the reason why you want to talk to us about God?
Yeah, because you people are discussing about God.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to give you let's see. Let me do my countdown. Right. I'm generous. A whole 3 minutes. Talk to us about God.
All right. Ever since we human beings have been here, we are fighting about who is God. I just want to make it brief so it will not take long time. Until human beings understand the difference between God and the Lord, we will keep fighting about God. Until, listen to me everyone, until we understand the difference between God and the Lord, we will keep fighting about this. I want to make you all to understand there is difference between God and the Lord. The Lord, which is L-O-R-D, is the only Son, while God, which is G-O-D, is I and you all. We all human beings living on this planet is God. I am going to explain to you all. You as a human being, you are a cross. When you stand up, and you as a human being is the real cross where the only Son died. When you stand up as a human being and stretch your two hands, you will look in the mirror and see that you are the cross. It's not wooden cross. You are the cross. And the only Son, which is the Lord, must die on you, because the only Son is moving from where the Son is and coming to this planet where we are now. That is, the Son is coming back here. Is coming. It's real. It's truth. But what they wrote in the Bible is totally different. I'm going to teach you all. Just give me your time. When you stand up as a human being and look at yourself, you will see a cross. Right inside your eyes is your Savior. Your eye is your personal Savior, which is the only Son. That Son is in your eyes, is living right in the cross, which is you. And that Son, which is in your eyes, will die in the cross, which is you, and be buried in the ground, which is the originator of God. Water and the sand is the originator of God, we human beings. The Son came here as the Word, and the Word was here with God, which is water and the sand. And the Word become God, which is human being living on this planet. God that you all are talking about is I and you. How did it become I and you? The only Son, S-U-N, which we keep it a day to worship, call it Sunday, is the only one that is holy. And that is the Son that is the light of the world and the light of our body, and also the Savior of the world, and also our personal Savior. Without your eyes, you cannot see. That is to show you that your eye is your personal Savior. Not anybody, not any human.
3 minutes are up, man. 3 minutes are up, please.
Waiting for effort to say it's okay.
I'm just saying, please, please, I'm begging.
Yes,
Can we
yes,
finish?
Okay, great.
yes.
Prophet, I don't know how you stand, but I'm saying as a male, if I stand with my legs partially crossed and my arms out, I actually make a Star of David because I actually have 6 points. So
I don't understand. I
how
don't
does that
understand
make
the
a
whole
difference?
sun thing. Yeah,
Well,
and
he
then he
doesn't
started talking
understand
about
that
this.
sun is a more modern name for it because the original name was Helios. So to claim that it's actually sun, S-U-N, and not Helio, tells me he's using the English word instead of the original word. So I'm wondering why, Prophet, you're using the English word now.
And how in the end, why are we just the God? Why are we just the God in the end? That I don't know. Well,
Also, I'm just going to be honest. Did you really think that was going to be convincing? Your whole argument is the words are different. Well, yeah, they have different letters in them. Doesn't mean they don't mean the same thing in this occasion. But I'm just curious. Where did you get this from? Was it a dream?
I will make it very easy for you to understand.
Oh, please.
Even the head of the churches, they know that it
Which
is the
church?
only
Wait a minute, which churches? Which ones?
The head of religion. Not, let me not say the
All
head of
religion.
church.
Wait a minute,
All
all religion?
religion. Listen,
Okay,
all
wait a minute, hold
religion.
on. So could you tell me who the head of the Ananism church is?
Sir, listen. Just bring all
Could you
religion
tell me who
together.
the head of Zoroastrianism is?
I don't want to separate any religion. I want
Well,
to bring all religions
but they're
together
not all-
because
but they're not
every
the
religion is
same.
working for the same purpose.
Prophet, no, they don't.
Every religion is working for the same purpose. The
No,
purpose
they're
of
not.
religion on earth is to separate mankind from each
No.
other. Because listen, because in the past life, we humans we come
We don't
together
have past
and
lives.
we build what is called Tower
We
of
don't have
Babel,
past lives.
which was the reason why the world was destroyed in the past life.
There
Then
was no
because
word
of that,
destroyed
they
in past
created
life.
the religion
Wait,
to
just
separate
let him-
mankind.
Don't just Etiska, just let him when you
Could you give him another timer so that we can?
no more time.
Oh, fuck, we're gonna be here forever then. Hold on, I'm gonna go get into bed. I might as well take a nap. Go.
Hello, bro. You want to hear the
I'm not your
truth?
bro.
Just listen to-
Not your bro.
Okay, sir. Let me see. What's your name?
Atheist cat.
Atheist cat, you can call me daddy, but not zaddy. That's special. You can call me daddy.
So, Prophet,
Why should I
what are
call
you-
you daddy?
Prophet, wait,
Are you
hold on
older-
now,
are you
hold
older
on.
than me?
Prophet, what are you about to say? You're about to say something about the Tower of Babel. What happened to it?
Okay, now listen. They told us that all the religion told us that in the past that God destroyed the world, and we are
No,
believing that God who destroyed the world is the Almighty who formed the world. No, it's
That
not
is
the
not-
Almighty. It's I and you, we
Oga
human beings.
Prophet, Oga Prophet, that is not true. All,
not true at all.
all
No,
religions,
just listen.
all
Listen, you will
religions,
understand the truth.
all religions
Listen,
do not
listen.
tell
Can
us
you
that.
listen?
You
Can you
listen.
listen?
You listen. All religions did not tell us that. That is not true. You said all religions said God destroyed the world. There are some religions where God never destroyed the world at all. So please, okay, Prophet, that's wrong. I don't know, Prophet, what kind of this your own Christianity? Me, I don't understand this one. No. Huh? Are you a Christian or what?
I don't think I'm not sure what he thinks other religions are. I think he has this.
All right, talk to us. I don't understand though. Yeah, I'm trying to understand.
I kind of think
All
he
I've
hit
been
his
hearing
head.
was sun, sand, water.
Yeah.
All this orishi and I don't even understand anymore.
Wait a minute.
Oh, this is
He got this from going to the beach, and he started just looking at different things and say, "The sun, sand, what? I can make a sermon out of this." Hold on. Luckily, he didn't see a seagull. That could have been kind of hard to put. Well, seagull could have been angels.
Okay,
The angels of the
okay,
seagull
Prophet.
coming down from the-
Prophet.
I'm here. I'm
Uh-huh.
listening to you.
You say your name is Prophet. Do you see into the future?
I see more than the future. I will tell if you want to learn, if you want to listen, if you want to understand, maybe we can talk privately. Because when we are here, some people, listen. Some people believe on argument.
Hello, can you guys let him finish? You guys let him finish. Can you guys let him finish, please? Please let him finish.
I keep quiet. I don't like
Please
to
let
talk when
him
people are
finish.
talking.
Please
If they're
let
talking, I
him
keep
finish.
quiet.
Prophet, this is what I'm saying. They should let you finish. Please, go on. I was listening to you. You were saying that we should talk privately. Yes.
If you want to learn, if you want to understand, if you want to know who is God and who is Lord, if you want to know who you're supposed to worship on earth, if you want to understand how you was formed, not created, because human being, we are not created, but we are formed, not only human being. Everything that have life was never created, but formed, because we was inside egg, we form, we were not created. But they told you that in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. You're thinking that is true. Yes, God created heaven and earth by giving them name. We human beings, we give name to the heaven and earth. We call this one heaven. We call this one earth. That is how we created it. Not that we are the one that form it. The Lord formed it by forming water and the sand, which is the heaven and the earth you are hearing. Now listen, what I'm telling you before about the destruction of the world is real. Because you can find some cities inside the water, some buildings inside the water, which water covered, which was never till today broken because of the hardening of the cement which they used to build the house. So many cities. Now listen, in the olden days, we are speaking one language. Every human being is speaking one language. I am telling you from spiritual lane. I'm not just talking because you will ask me from where I read this from.
Talking.
But I've gone so deep in searching about spirituality, because the word said, seek, you shall find. And whatever you seek, you shall find. You may be seeking money. I am not seeking money. I am seeking wisdom. Now I want to share with you the wisdom which I have learned. What you need to do is listen to me to know if you can.
I need to ask something before we continue
listening. If you don't want to listen, I stop.
No, we do, Prophet. We do. And we've been laying you. We've been laying you
now
on quite a bit.
Thank you. Now listen to me.
Prophet,
In
we
the
did,
past life,
but that this is.
can you keep quiet now? Can you keep quiet?
Actually, no, because this isn't for you.
What's happened now? Prophets, what's
Keep quiet. If I finish talk, you ask me question. If you are talking,
Prophet, you
nobody
have the
is
spirit
talking.
of God. You must grumble.
Wait, guys. Okay. 80s guys, please. He wants to land his plane before you.
Allow him to talk.
Okay, wait a minute. How long is it going to take to land your plane?
No, it's not a matter of how long. Just let him.
God, we're never going to get out of here.
We will get out of here. Just let him land. All right, prophets.
Please, if he want to talk, he say he want to talk. So I will stop, because he talking, I am talking. Nobody is talking.
Okay. All right, please. Yeah,
Please.
okay. So now,
should I go?
No interruptions. Now you go.
Okay, now listen. In the past life, every human beings are speaking the same language. So because we are speaking the same language, we now come together to build a building called Tower of Babel, without us knowing the law of this earth. The law of earth is this. There is nothing, the law of this world is this. There is nothing standing on this earth that will touch the roof of the sky. Anything that stand on this earth, listen, anything that stand on this earth and touch the roof of the sky, the earth will tremble. The earth will destroy. Everything built on earth will destroy. Now listen, because of our stupidity, we want to see God we want to build a tall building that will reach up to the sky. So we will from there look and see God. Because we are seeking for God. Now, when we build this building touched up the sky there, and this world was totally earthquake. Everything was destroyed, and everything was turned upside down. That is how water covered the earth again. Everywhere was water, because everything we built was totally destroyed and turned upside down. But yet, people are saved, because there are some people that are saved in an island, in a small island on top of water. They are living there until, and there are people also that their own place did not destroy it. That is part of Africa, because they never build all these towers. You see, all these towers we're building on earth. Time shall come when we start bringing them down one by one, because this earth we are living is just like a yolk. The world is like an egg. This where we are living is like a yolk. It's growing. The sun is growing right inside here. It's coming here, growing, dying on our body, which is the cross, and we are buried. And when we are buried, the sun is forming here. It's coming from there, forming here. That is the reason why. When they built this building touched the sky, and the earth was totally destroyed. That is the reason why when they tell you God destroyed the earth, truly is God. It's we human beings. We are the God that destroyed the earth. So after that, what did they do? They now created religion, to use religion to separate people from each other, and they create different languages. God create all languages, which is we human beings. It's not the Lord Almighty. The Lord Almighty, no one has ever heard the voice. What we only look upon is the eye. My village, we call it Aung, Chukwubuang in my dialect. And the the eye where we are looking upon. Let's come down.
Oh, God, prophet, I've allowed you to speak. This God that you are talking about, which God is this one? Which God is this one you're talking about?
That is I and you, human. We are God. But the Lord Almighty is the only Son. The eye which you are looking up,
please don't preach. Just answer the question.
The Lord Almighty is the only Son?
Yes, S-U-N, not S-O-N. S-U-N. That is why we have Sunday. S-U-N-D-A-Y, the day of the sun.
You know we have more than one sun. There's more than one sun in the universe.
Wahala.
That is the only sun. The only sun is the one you are looking the eye of the sky.
I just need to ask you one single question.
All right, sir, I'm with you.
What shape is the earth? What shape is the earth?
Huh?
What shape is the earth?
The earth is supposed to be round shape, but because the earth is not yet balanced, now the earth became like the
Dude,
egg
I don't need a
of
history. I don't need a lesson on it. Just give me the actual shape.
80s class, please. We need
the earth is supposed to be round in perfect shape.
Oh, wait a minute. I get what's going on. I'll be quiet. I get what's going on now.
The explanation.
I'm good. I know what you're saying.
The explanation, please.
Oh, no, I understand now.
The earth is supposed to be round shape,
Yes, round shape, like the sun.
But what happened to
like God? But because the earth is not balanced, they told us that where water is more than where the sand is, which is the truth. The reality is the water does not form mountain, but the sand form mountain. When the mountain grows, the water take the position of the place. Anywhere God, that is the reason why they wrote in the Bible, the work we are here to do is to bring down the mountain and fill every valley so that the earth will balance. But we leave our work and doing another thing because of what we see here. So whenever a mountain grows, the water will cover we take the position. But when you bring the mountain down, the sand will cover the place and the water will give gap.
Hello. Hey, now, bro.
So because the earth is not balanced, the earth is just like the shape of our head, and the shape of our head is just like the shape of an egg.
It's enough.
Thank you.
My goodness. Oh, Lord. Olu, don't laugh now. Talk now, Olu. Come on, somebody say it.
Sorry. That's sorry. Are you okay?
All right. Ugota. Hello, Ugota. Prophet, what's
I can hear you.
Ugota, are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. And
I'm coming.
You heard what do you think of what Prophet is saying? Why they laugh now? What do you think of what Prophet is saying?
Sister, are you an Igbo person?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I don't have any idea where he's getting that from because I don't know. But this is it. I'm a Christian.
What I'm telling you, you cannot read it from any book. But I am the only one that will tell the truth. But my time is not yet, because when my time comes, either I open my platform, I never want to come live to speak about this, because where I want to speak about this is I want to speak about this in in a very, I don't know how, where would I say, in a summit. I want to go to the summit
It's all okay.
and
It's
talk
okay.
to
It's
the
okay,
world.
please.
Hmm.
It's okay. Thank you.
So, but ask me any question you want to ask me. When you bring an egg, you will see that the shape of head and the shape of egg of a chicken is the same thing. You will see the pointed place is our jaw, and the round place is the up. The up represents water, but the pointed place represents earth, because earth have mountain. That is why until our head become round, that is when the world is balanced.
Until our head become round, then the world will have balance.
That is when we will find out that the world, we are already, we are balancing the world. What we are doing here is balancing the world.
Okay.
But many people don't.
Wait, 1 second. So, guys, it looks like this prophet is another Messiah. I tend to do some things here on the earth.
I'm just wondering why God can't send good messiahs.
This one
Okay,
like
sister, I want to tell you something.
Another Messiah.
Can I say something before I go? Because I want to go. Can I say something last?
Bye bye. No, you say you want to go now.
No.
No, I say something last before I go.
You
Can
really
I stay
don't.
out?
No.
Wait. Oh yeah, say something last. 1 minute. Oh yeah.
Okay, now I want you all to go and find out about this. This will give you, if truly is the son that the head of the churches are worshiping, but they make we all human beings to worship mankind. Now listen, first one, I will give you 4 examples. First one is, they call it Sunday, Sunday, the day of the sun. Secondly, if you're a Catholic member, listen, if you're a Catholic member or a Christian in Catholic Church, now the Holy Communion which they gave you represent the sun. That is number 2 example. Number 3 example is the Blessed Sacrament which your Reverend Father lifted up represent the sun. That is number 3. Number 4 is they lie to you that there are one. Listen, there is no human being. Let me finish. The fourth one is the last one. They lie to you that there is one, there are some people which is holy. In this planet Earth, we are formed with water and sand, and it represents light and darkness. So we will do left, we will do right. Nobody is perfect. But what is perfect in those pictures that they are seeing? Everybody they told you that is holy, look upon that person's head, you will see the sign of sun. That sun is what is holy. No human being is holy. It's sun that we're supposed to worship as our Lord, because the sun form water and the sand and use it to cover himself, to cover the body. The sun use water and sand to cover the body, and use water and sand and form life, which is us, and use the
did you have a good day
sun
at the beach?
in our eyes and make us human beings.
It's okay. Please,
So go and find out
Can you go away now?
Thank you.
If you're a Catholic church, if you're a Catholic member,
think
Wait,
your
no.
church
Oh, I want to ask him. I want to ask him.
It's okay, please. It's okay.
Prophet,
Olu wants to ask a question. Olu.
please, Uncle. Sorry.
Yeah, you can call me uncle. I am 46 years old. I am not a child. I'm 46 years old. So you can call me.
Yes, I know. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see, Uncle. Please. So, where did you come to learn all of this from? Where did you go to school? Which school taught you this?
I was born as a Christian, and I've been in different Christianity denominations. So finally, I converted to Muslim. So when I converted to Muslim, listen, my eyes totally opened. Now I come to realize that the whole religions are just doing the same thing, but they are deceiving themselves because they give it to different people. I started seeking wisdom, not looking for money yet. I am making money because I need money to take care of my expenses.
We go.
What I seek is wisdom. So whatever I told you, I did not read it from any book, but from the books I read. If you bring Bible told you in the beginning, God created heaven and earth.
Wait, please. You said, please, hold on, Uncle, please. You say you're making money?
I am making money to take care of my expenses. But what I am seeking most is the wisdom.
I don't think there's any important conversation yet.
He's a scam artist.
So whatever I'm telling you, I did not read it from book, but because I've read many books and I've come to go to many religions. So from there, I come to...
You never read book.
It's all okay. It's all okay, please. We think, sis, please, we should end this conversation. I don't think there's any headway that
Well,
this
there
direction
is.
is
There's
going.
content. I realized that's what Afro was doing. She was making it so that he could just ramble so she had content.
No, but I think it's unfair for like people who are obviously Christians here to be saying that it's okay. He's just stating his beliefs. So upon what ground do you have to differentiate his own set of beliefs from yours? Let him state what he has to say.
Really?
He's just stating his
Okay, now.
beliefs. So let's let him. A question was asked of him and he was answering.
Wait a minute. Were you here for the last like 7, 8, 9 minutes that he's been rambling on?
Bro, it's you people that don't know Prophet. Me, I know him very, very well.
Oh,
Like I have met him on many
That
times.
explains it.
It is you guys that are just meeting him. He has not even
That's
said
why
half.
you're trying to defend him. How much did you pay him?
And I'm quiet.
I didn't
for a
pay him.
reason.
Are you lost in giving him money?
I'm quiet for a reason.
What's in this one they talk? Am I lost?
Everything you see in the Bible is truth. But if you believe in that as part of your Lord, that the Lord who formed you, you as a human being saying that you was created, shame to you to say that you was created. Whatever was created is what was brought pass to pass and joined them together. That is we, God, create things, but the Lord formed things. Whatever that was living, that breath have life, both trees and any other thing was formed. But you as a human being, you will think you have wisdom. You will agree that you was created.
Oga Prophet, it's enough. It's enough. Please, let's speak to a Christian. Let's speak to the Christian brother. I beg.
Breathe.
He made up his own religion over there.
He made up his own reality.
Made up his own whatever this is. Okay, Mr. Ugota.
He went to the beach.
Mr. Ugota, welcome. Mr. You say you're a Christian.
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Why are you a Christian?
Okay, why I'm a Christian?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Christian because one, I was born a Christian. That is one. Secondly, I've come to understand the belief system, the ideology, and the system and the way it functions. And the word Christian, actually, if you ask me, that is the normal terms we normally use to describe somebody called a believer. But according to the scripture and according to the Bible, there is nothing like Christian in the Bible. I don't think there is anything describing we as Christian, because according to the Bible, we are called believers.
Okay. So you're a believer in what? What are you believing in?
Described using the Bible.
Huh?
As a believer, that is okay. That as a Christian, that is still okay. And that is what I identify as. And I
okay.
that's with all of me.
So does your belief guarantee you salvation?
Yes.
So right now, you're going to heaven, yes?
Yes.
You're sure that you're going to be in heaven?
Yes.
I'll be signing out now. I will, maybe next time I will join you people.
All right.
I'll be going out.
Thank you. Thank you, Prophet. Thank you. So Ugota, so you're definitely going to heaven, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, tell us what gives you this assurance that you're going to heaven.
What gives me the assurance if I'm going to heaven? According to the Bible, which I believe, it says, believe, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to the Bible, it says, believe the Lord your God. So when you believe that Jesus Christ is the Lord and personal Savior, that is what gives you the guarantee that you are going to heaven. So that does not mean that anybody can go to hell. But so far you have believed that he is the true Son of God, with that you are guaranteed of the heaven that he talked about.
Can you still end up in hell, Ugota?
You said?
Can you still end up in hell?
Yes, I can still end up in hell if I do not walk according to what is proposed. For example,
are you walking according to what is proposed?
Yes.
So you don't sin at all.
I don't sin. And
You don't
for
sin.
me,
You don't tell
for,
lies.
for me
You
to
don't,
clarify,
you don't
okay,
wait, hold on. No, you don't tell lies.
okay,
You don't lust in your heart after women. You don't commit fornication or adultery, whichever one is the case. You're saying you're very clean. You don't do any of those sins at all.
okay, thank you so much. Yes, if you say that, that is okay. But this is it here. According to the scripture, and it made it very clear, then because of everything we are going to be working with here, we'll use according to the scripture. It said, when you sin, ask for forgiveness. And as a person, when you ask, according to the scripture and the Bible, when you ask for forgiveness, your sin will surely be forgiven. So at every given point in time, as a person or as a believer, because we are all human and we have this atom of humanity in us, that is why when the Bible was saying, and he said, for we have not a prophet a God that cannot feel the infirmity of our hearts, because he knows that we are all human. And by default, as a human, we have the tendency of falling into temptation, into sin, as far as we are on this earth. So for that reason, a system have been designed that even though at every given point in time, when you find yourself sinning or going against the purpose or the will of God, so far you turn away from those things and you retrace your step, you are forgiven, you are bringing back into the kingdom of God. That is it.
Okay. So that means that you can still sin, right? Even as a Christian.
Yes, that is possible.
Okay. So if you're still sinning while being a Christian, then Jesus did not do a good job, did he?
No, you won't say so.
Yeah, I will say so, because if Jesus had done a good job, there shouldn't be any sin at all. There shouldn't be any sin at all.
Okay, let's put it this way, because when we talk about sin here, it just for example, let's use our basic society of today. Take for example, I'm a citizen of a country, and in my country, it's an offense for me to beat a traffic light, okay? And for me to be able, if I beat a traffic light, that is an offense in most parts of the world. So I will be penalized or persecuted for that offense. And on most countries, when you beat a traffic light, on most cases, they might book you there, or on most cases, you might be taken to court. If, for example, you are being taken to court and the judge now said, are you guilty of this charges that is being charged against you? And you said, yes, my lord, I am guilty of these charges, but I have learned my mistake. I think I will not do this again. With the according to the law of most countries, the judge can say, okay, yes, that is true. This person have been remorseful and I think maybe, for example, this was supposed to be penalty. You are supposed to maybe pay us $5 or $10.
Sorry. Does anybody have questions for the brother? Because I need to do something. I beg, please, guys.
I'm a lawyer, and I can tell him that everything he was just saying about the law and judges is absolutely untrue.
Oh yeah, go on.
There's something known as a minimum sentence. You cannot just, as a judge, decide that because this person is remorseful, no, it doesn't work that way. The job of judges is to apply the law. That is their job. They don't get to just suddenly decide that they don't want to do that anymore. It does not work that way, sir. So you can use another example, but that one is a wrong one. Thank you.
Okay. Like what I was saying. So, like what I was saying, I don't know. You said you're a judge. I don't know. Yeah, you do. But I'm saying from my own point of view, and in my country, I have seen on many occasions, whereby on several cases.
Are you not Nigerian?
I'm a Nigerian.
I'm a Nigerian as well. So what are you saying?
Thank you. Then now I will also give you an example. I think I watched one of these videos online concerning a judge. I think I don't know. Yes, the woman beat a traffic light. I think I should be in America. The woman beat a traffic light, and I'm coming on. And they asked, he came with his daughter, and they asked his daughter, do you think that what your mother did was wrong? That was what the judge asked her daughter. And the daughter said yes. And the judge asked the girl, how long do you think we should penalize your mom for this offense? And the little girl said, as it may wish you, because I think he have offended, I think he has walked against the law. And the judge said, I think you are an honest daughter, but for that reason, I think what was supposed to be carried out according to the judgment that we have put through, I think we are not going to give him exactly what was proposed.
Where's the
For example,
where's the link for the video? I'd like to see.
I think I get that on TikTok, but if for that I would like I will get to.
He's talking about Judge Frank Caprio. You know all these TV judges that are not real judges. They are actually not real judges. So the way it works.
He said they are not real judges.
Just excuse me. Wait, just a minute. I will explain myself shortly. So number one, originally you were saying the way things work in your country. Then suddenly you change it to America. That wasn't what you were saying, but that's fine. That's okay. No, wait, my brother. It's okay. You will get a right of rebuttal when I'm done. The case you are talking about is Judge Frank Caprio. Anyone can Google it right now. Frank Caprio is a TV judge. He's not alive anymore. He unalived of old age. I think like last year or so. He's a TV judge, and basically the way TV courts work is that the judge, the so-called judge quote and unquote, is not a real judge that was appointed by the state or by the county. No, they are usually maybe like just lawyers, or sometimes they are retired judges who basically people come together. It is this TV courts are usually arbitration, and there's a massive difference between arbitration and an actual court. The person that is sitting on top of an arbitration does not have to be a judge. They can be sometimes, but usually they are not. So in this specific case of Frank Caprio, he is not a judge. He is just someone he's a lawyer, yes, he's a very experienced lawyer, true, but he's not a judge. And what you would usually have in such cases is that they will go out and they will buy the bonds from the county. So bonds of the county, meaning that the debts that the county owns. So usually they will buy those debts in terms of like traffic and fines and all of those things, which now allows them as a private individual, as a private institution that is collecting debts, to now collect on those debts that they purchased from the county. That is the way those things work. I know this because, like I told you before, I was called in Nigeria. I live in Boston right now. I'm called in the state of Massachusetts as well. So I'm not telling you something that I don't know or I don't know the way it works. So once again, you can give another analogy, but the analogies you are giving, they are wrong. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, since you don't accept that. So, but that is it here. So when we are talking about the things of God, when an instruction, for example, I know many of us here, we don't believe that God exists and we don't believe that he exists. But I will tell you this, on many of the system, the things that God has put in place, many a times subconsciously, we as human, we walk in line on many of those things. We walk in line with the nature of the things that God has put in place, even though we still argue that such thing does not exist. For example, the airline system that humans have designed on Earth, if you watch it and watch the system that God has described as human for we to be able to follow to make heaven, it is in line. For example, the airline system, you can't go in with excess luggages through the airline system. Before you pass, for
Yes,
example,
you can. You just have to pay an extra fee.
you just have to pay extra fee. But
Yeah.
depends on what you are going in. You can't tell me that you want to book a passenger airline plane and you want to go in with your car. That is not possible. Am I right with that?
Wait,
don't
what?
understand.
You were just talking about excess. You were
What are
just
you
talking about
talking about, bro?
excess.
I'm coming. You can't go in with there with your car. Because I'm coming. I'm telling you about the system of God, what He have designed. So when God said that you must purge yourself, all of these things, that sin are, according to the Bible, are excess. Those kind of belief system that we think that we want to do things our own way, because at many times what we want as human, we want things to go our own way, the way we want things to go, because we believe that the way God, since God is the ultimate, since God is the most powerful, that why does He not have the power to be able to kill sin? Why does He not have the power for Him to be able to make sure that sin does not exist? But if you understand this thing very well, you will understand that He made this system and He made it to function like this. And if, for example, I am a boss and I own a company, and I want my company to be run certain way, and I want my workers or my staff to be working maybe 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and close. That is my decision, because I own that company, and so far the law of that land support that system, and nobody can question it. If you don't want to work on that organization, you can leave. But
Ugo Tab, sorry, before you go on, is God good?
Yes, God is good.
God is good, meaning that He follows, at least at the very least, the laws of morality, right? In terms of, so for instance, He's not going to go out and, for instance, He's not going to go out and instruct people to, for instance, just giving an example, He's not going to go out and, for instance, tell people to, sleep with, to grape children or to marry children. He's not going to do that, right? Something that we humans, God is not going to do that, right?
No, He's not going to do that.
Oh, okay, I get you now. I see. Okay, you can go on.
Okay. I don't know the reason why you asked that question, because I would want to know the reason why you asked that question, because there is no, to my own belief and to Christianity, which I know, there is nowhere where God is maybe advise somebody maybe to rape a child or even get married to maybe an underage child or something like that.
Do you read your Bible?
No, wait, Olu, wait, please, Olu, please, just I'm sorry.
Okay.
So if I'm able to show you such a place, so what happens then?
What is that? Can you show me?
If I'm able to show you such a place in the Bible, what happens?
Can you show me the place? Let's see.
No. Let's first understand one another. I don't like to do things in futility. If I am, you said it is not possible. Those were your words, or are you eating your words? You said it's not possible, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So if I'm able to show you such a place, what happens?
I don't think there's any place like that in the Bible.
If I am able to show you such a place, what happened?
Let's see the place you talked about now.
No,
because
I've said it before. I don't have to show you anything. You were the one that said it was an impossibility, and now I am asking you, if I am able to show you such a place, what happens?
This is what I said here. I said there are no such place. There is no such thing in the Bible.
I've not quoted you wrongly. I've not quoted you wrongly.
This is what I said. There are no such place in the Bible where God may give anybody an instruction. Maybe, for example, to grape a child, okay, or to get married to a child. I am not talking about maybe God giving an instruction to somebody, maybe to sacrifice his child.
No, I'm going with what there's no need for us to go outside what you just said.
Okay.
You said to grape a child or to marry a child. Agreed. If I am able to show you such a place, what happens?
Then I will stand with you. Let's see.
Okay, you will stand with me if I'm able to show you such a place.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I think it should be is it Leviticus 31? I don't know.
Go in, let's see. I think I have my order for you. Let's see.
I'm coming.
If you're able to get it, then you give me, let me search it out.
Yes, hold on one moment. I don't know where this thing is. It should be Leviticus 31. It's 31:17. No, it's not Leviticus 31. No. Give me one moment. I've forgotten this verse. Does anybody in the chat remember that verse with the Midianites? The one with the Midianites. The one with the Midianites. Does anybody remember where in Leviticus it is? Like, my brain is not working properly. I'm sorry. Just give me one moment, please. Oh, it's Numbers 31. I knew it was 31 something. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Yes, Numbers 31, 17, I think 17 and 18.
Okay, let me search it out so that we can go through it. You say number 31.
Yes, 17 to 19, yes. I don't know how I forgot it was Numbers. Why was I so fixated on Leviticus? All right, so I'm going to read the KJV version because I don't have any use for any of the other versions. So I'll just read from 17. I'll just take it from 17, and then you are at liberty to let me be sure. Oh, of course, they quickly changed it to NIV version. Nope, no sir. I want the KJV version. Thank you. Yes, there it is. Okay, KJV. Okay, hold on one moment. Okay, I'll start from 15. Right? Are we ready? Ugo. Okay, I'll just read it nonetheless. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive? 15. 16.